And at the end of the last stream of this game, we ended right in front of this guy who has some side quests that I have never seen, or I've never done at least. Anima surge from defeating the seasonal event raid. I mean, I think that ship has sailed, man. I don't think we get a chance for that anymore. Although we do still get some Krampuses out here, which is a little bit weird to see. So the holiday event is ended in some ways, but in other ways it is not. Yeah, so this is the, like, shared world RPG, kind of an MMO, kind of, sort of. Also, it's weird having not played it for a while, so it's like, I hope I can remember how to play this thing. So we're still able to get some of the Christmas holiday stuff drops, but we're not able to do the login stuff at the beginning. So I guess certain features of the holiday event has ended. So this dude right here, based on his outfit, I can tell he's an Orochi individual. An Orochi employee person. And these guys are weird. Oh, hold up. I need to change something with my audio settings. Give me one sec. These dudes are a curious bunch. They're like this... There's like science, technology conglomerate that has certain wings of their corporation dedicated to investigating the occult and paranormal stuff. So it's usually anytime you see Orochi, there's like spooky, weird science madness going on, and usually they're getting into stuff that are in over their heads, and they usually die horribly. So so we can assume that these guys are gonna have some curious shit he's gonna want us to do for him. Yeah, it's an MMO, or it's an MO RPG, just not massive.
Where is she? What's going on? Talk to me, buddy. What? You fought an army of vamps with magic. You've walked in the shadow world in anima form. You talked to statues and run with fairies. So what's so weird about a grown man talking to a teddy bear? Emma's in danger. She wouldn't have sent the little guy if she wasn't. It means she was scared. And now she's vanished. This thing is all about her. All of it. She's the reason I'm here. The reason we're all here. As long as she's in danger, you and me, we're on the same team. When the mutants attacked our operations at the breach, I helped Emma get away. Her and the top brass, the Smiths. But I couldn't follow. I had to go back, try and salvage what I could. Prepare the evacuation. These fucking mutant vamps aren't making it easy. But with your help, though, I can get that bird ready to fly. As soon as I find Emma, our key asset, it's all about saving her. She's gone. But she's not dead. I'd know. He would know. We have to find her. We have to save her. In my dreams, when the bear talks, that's what he says. The world depends on it. Call me crazy, but I think the bear's right.
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack there. We haven't done anything in the main story yet that has led to Emma, who is, if my memory serves correct, like a key part of this particular part of the story. But again, we haven't gotten to that part yet. And yeah, he's talking to a bear, a little stuffed bear who is not actually on this chair right now. He made mention of a pumping station we have to go to. So yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. So yeah, there's this little girl that has like supernatural powers, and some experiments were performed on her, and there's this thing in this zone somewhere called the breach. I don't know if we can actually see on the map here necessarily. It's not this. This is something else. That's called a lair, and that's like for like top tier level players, meaning I don't have the gear for that necessarily at all. But there's something we'll find later on in this zone called the breach, which is, honestly, I can't remember. I think it's a portal specifically. And if this girl has gone missing, then that's not good, because she was like supposed to be able to close off the breach, if I recall. So I don't know, we're doing this quest a little bit out of order, because the stuff with Emma we haven't seen in this main story yet. This is a side quest. Is there a masquerade in the setting? Well, if you mean like the whole us looking weird, so I mean it's an MMO-like game, which means we have a vested interest in making our character look as bonkers as possible, or at least I do. So I like making my guy look weird just because I'm a weirdo. But we're like a silent protagonist, so it's like the story kind of happens to and around us. Yeah, he should be surprised. Well, that's the thing too. Like we're in this zone where this all takes place in modern-day Romania, but they call it Transylvania. There's vampires, there's werewolves, there's super soldiers. Again, this game takes place very much within the realm of the occult. Here's a vampire messenger who's, I don't think, gonna fight us, but he'll just walk by us. So, this game takes place in the land of, you know, mystic stuff and mythical creatures and fairies and elves and dwarves and all that kind of shit. Yeah, what are they? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there are experiments that are performed on her. There's like this implication that there's, I mean, we see these super soldiers. There's like this implication that this is like Soviet era super soldier technology, and that there was like occult experimentations that happened in the past, and we're learning about them now. But yeah, but one of the things we learn about is this girl called Emma. Ella? I think Emma. And again, it's been a long time. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure the idea is that, like, yeah, the experiments are performed and things don't go well. The supernatural stuff. Oh, I would say, like, there's like this notion of the secret worlders, or people who know about the secret world. They know about it, but like regular mortals or regular humans, they don't know about the stuff happening under the hood. However, I can tell you that the character that I'm playing as right now, you get to choose one of three factions. There's Illuminati, the Dragon, and the Templar. The Templar you can think of as being like, if anyone has ever played Dungeons and Dragons and you've played with a paladin who takes his cavalier attitude a little bit too hardcore, the Templar are like, we must smite evil because we must, and we don't care, and we'll like raise an entire village just to kill a single demon because we must be pious and British stereotypes and discipline and that kind of thing. So very, very much sticking to their convictions. The Dragon are more unpredictable. They're like, they're this notion of chaos and entropy. They like RNG, they like randomness, they like unpredictability. And then the Illuminati are all about like controlling everything. They want to, oh, see you later, bye vampire guy. They're all about like wanting to have influence on everything. They want to have their tendrils everywhere. It's always like, we'll save the world, we'll kill the big bad guy, but what's in it for us? Like, how can we increase our profit margins or our exposure, or just increase our bottom line? So it's like, we'll save the world, we'll kill the big bad guys, but only if it like helps us in some way. So to me, nobody is evil or good. Everyone kind of has their own bullshit or their own vested interests, and the Illuminati, to me, or at least, are the most interesting. These thermal punishers, yes, I'm gonna wait for my stuff to recharge. It's implied, I think, that we have to go this way to get to the target, get to this pumping station for this particular side quest. These like super soldiers. They're so buff and muscular. Kind of like how it's done in Supernatural. I've actually never seen Supernatural. I have some friends that love it though. Actually kind of curious. The Soviet hybrids is cut off an Orochi troubleshooter. Oh right, the dude we just talked to. So right, so he had to abandon his helicopter evacuation. So you have to help other evacuators. Like, oh, okay. I thought it seemed like he wanted us to find Emma, but that's something for later. Okay, so anyway, the pumping station. Let me use my cool spider motorcycle, by the way, which is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in this game. Use our cool spider motorcycle to get here. Ew, not knowing Supernatural. No, I have some friends that love it, and I know that the show has a huge, like a very like dedicated following, which I think is really cool. Get to the helicopter, by the way, which is up that a ways. See if I can avoid these dudes. I mean, you get experience by fighting bad guys, but you don't really get much. And we are actually technically max level, so there are things that are worth getting by like killing bad guys, but for the most part, it's actually pretty okay to just avoid combat when you can. Although sometimes you have to, like, you can't avoid certain situations. Like, these guys were right in my way, so I was like, I guess I'll just go ahead and fight them, but yeah, not at all required. There we go. So we gotta go all the way around. It's so good, man. I love the spider motorcycle. It's so absurd. Can I squeak by him? Yes, okay, cool. But again, sometimes you can't really squeeze by these guys. Sometimes you just gotta fight them. Fight your way through. It is kind of niche, yeah, but like, I don't know, I would say it's mainstream enough where you don't have to be like a mega nerd to know the show. Like, I would say I have some friends that I wouldn't expect to be into nerdy stuff who are huge into Supernatural, so I would say it's not like that obscure necessarily. Lasted longer than the writers. I mean, it got super popular, so I can't really blame them for being like, oh shit, what do we do now? It's outperformed our expectations, and we only had this much material for this many seasons, so what the hell do we do now? It's a good problem to have, but it's a tricky one to navigate for sure. Oh yeah. I've mentioned before that I don't dislike this game's combat, but there are times where the combat kind of feels like it just kind of gets in the way. It's like, I just want to do the story stuff, man. I just want to do the lore. I want to see, like, how the side quests shake out. The side quests, or the combat sometimes kind of get in the way of that, so it's like the gameplay, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And truth be told, I actually don't really like MMOs, which is why I do like this game, because there's a lot of MMO things that it doesn't do. But the ones that it does do is like, I could do without, honestly. Connect the fuel line to the helicopter. So, is that what this is? That's a charging pylon. You must construct additional pylons. I think we just get to the helicopter and then it'll all work out. Let's get our fire buddy in here, by the way. I've neglected to summon my fire buddy when I really ought to. He's a good fire buddy. He's a good dude. So that's like that little challenge. Oh, another friend. Only 4 seasons. Original writer. Oh, really? Okay, yeah. So he let him keep going, which is nice. I'm sure the fans appreciated that. Kind of like with you and ESO. Yeah, I've heard ESO is kind of similar. It's like there are certain things that it does that make it a little bit different compared to other MMOs, and like just some of the recurring themes and like gameplay loops. Gotta find the control room, which is over this way. So we're enabling this evacuation to happen. So we're fueling the helicopter. I guess we need to like control room. I guess we'll either unlock the helicopter or maybe like signal to other survivors to get here so they can leave. That's like the main thing, is getting the evacuations to happen for this particular side quest. I should probably turn in this quest, by the way. So we had that one challenge to fight a bunch of bad guys. Like, kill a bunch of a certain type of bad guy within a certain zone. In fact, since we have to fight all these guys anyway, let's get them all together. There we go, much better. New World. Oh, right, yeah, the Amazon game. Yeah, I haven't heard much about it recently, but I've like heard little bits and clips about it. It sounds interesting. Mabinogi looks good too, or has good combat too. Yeah, like there's some MMOs that I think do a really good job of like having interesting gameplay loops and like cool combat mechanics. Really, just the general idea for a lot of MMOs is that they're so demanding. I don't know. I just usually can't really commit to them necessarily. This one has a lot of content for sure, but the fact that so much of it is single player focused means I can take it at my own pace. So like I don't have to like have a squad. I don't have to keep up with them. So it's less of a giant commitment. Because a lot of MMOs, for me at least, make it tricky in that sense. Casual and hardcore, yeah. I mean, I'm very much a casual. I am absolutely a filthy casual when it comes to games of this caliber. Oh, okay, so we just hooked up we hooked up the refuel line, but we actually don't have any fuel in there, so we got to do it ourselves. By yeeting these guys. There we go. Let's yeet them into the sun. There we go. Well, they both dropped stuff for me. That's nice. But they set me on fire, and that's less nice. Living Flame in here. Living Flame is a good little helper buddy. It's a good ability in that it lets you. Real quick. Gives you a little buddy that'll help like draw aggro away from you, which is nice, especially for a solo player. And of course he like harms the bad guys too, which is nice. So it kind of like reminds me of the fire golem from Diablo 2. There we go. All right, so we found the control panel. Let's just enable the pump then. Very good. So now we're gonna need to find the comms terminal. I guess we're gonna. It's Orochi specifically, which I guess means we're either communicating with the guy that gave us the quest, or with, I don't know. Maybe we're gonna find someone to send coordinates for the helicopter to like fly itself. Because I think the idea is that there's no pilot. Oh really? You touched my tra-la-la? My ding-ding-dong? Some info about Diablo 4. Really? I mean, that sounds encouraging. I mean, I know better, given the current state of, or the more recent state of Blizzard, rather, that I know better than to get my hopes up too much. But, I mean, it'd be nice to have some cautious optimism, because it would be nice to have Blizzard back in the good graces of like, positive gaming opinions, you know, having, I'm not going to say the glory days, obviously, of when Blizzard was, like, a force for good, but just something that wasn't overly negative. Because I would like to feel good about Diablo 4. I haven't looked into it in a long time, but I hope it's good. It's because, you know, again, it's mostly been bad news for Diablo 3. Or, not Diablo 3, for Blizzard. Diablo 3 is great now, but it was rough when it first launched. I mean, it'll sell out regardless. I mean, I think Blizzard is not in any bad shape right now. I mean, there's people that are upset at Blizzard, but I mean, their games are still popular. World of Warcraft's still popping off. Overwatch still huge. So, and again, Diablo 4 is gonna sell like hotcakes. So, I mean, they'll be fine, but a lot of people will be upset if it's shitty. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I hope it's good like right from the get-go. Diablo 3 got good. It just took like years, which is, you know, I mean, I'm glad they just didn't abandon it, and they very well could have. But yeah, it was rough for a while there. Also, we just picked up some lore. The little lore nuggets are something else I like about this game, because we get to learn more about the background of the events that have happened leading up to the stuff we see in this game, or more about the enemies that we get to see, or certain NPCs. In this particular case, this area is very vampire-centric. And for the vampires specifically, strength, reflexes, and stamina surpasses that of the strongest and fastest human. Yeah, that much checks out. They are impervious to pain. The regeneration speed is greatly improved. Yeah, they like heal from wounds quickly. But despite all the strengths, they do have weaknesses. Their absolute intolerance for strong ultraviolet radiation. Ultraviolet, not ultraviolent radiation, although that would probably work too. Humans get sunburns and sometimes develop skin cancer. Vampires will die from only a few moments in direct sunlight, which is pretty brutal. Let's see. So it's inside of here. It's some intel to. Oh, we're uploading intelligence to our faction, so we're sending it to our fixer, our boss. Protect it while the upload is doing its thing. All right, gotta protect this little friend. So we got some bad guys. We're gonna try to fuck us up. Oh, protect the generator specifically. Yeah, we gotta protect that generator. Thankfully, they're looking right at me, which is good. I want them to look at me and not the generator. The Switch version of Diablo 3. Yeah, I've heard the console version of Diablo 3 is really dope. Like, the dodge button mechanic seems cool, and of course, local multiplayer is always good. So, yeah, I've heard like, either, yeah, Switch, or PS3, or PS4, or Xbox. I mean, any of those are a great way to experience Diablo 3. Which is kind of counterintuitive, right? Because a lot of people think, like, oh, PC game, right? But no, it's like, to me, it seems like Diablo 3, even from the ground up, was implied that there would be a PC version, or a console version, just because it's like you only have 4 spell slots. Like, that to me seems very console-friendly in that sense. Not that that's a bad thing. I think it's cool that more people can play the game, but it kind of makes sense. Like, oh yeah, it's not that shocking when we heard about the console port. 1 unique gear. Oh, really? Only 1? Interesting. I could see that being cool, but I could see some people being bummed about that because it's kind of fun, like giving yourself crazy OP gear. So I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see how it plays out. Simplify the stats. I don't know. I kind of like having more complex stats with certain games, and I like with Diablo 2 that it was. I mean, there were some things that were simplified compared to Diablo 1, but I feel like Diablo 2 did a good job of giving you enough freedom to like do some cool and weird shit, but enough of it was simplified where it didn't feel like you had to like have a degree in mathematics to figure it out. Whereas Diablo 3 was so simplified. I would hope that Diablo 4 would give maybe a little bit more options as far as like depth and complexity. Get in the way of loot gen and sharing gear. I don't know. I think that, I mean, if it's overly complicated, yes, but I mean, I would say making it more depthful and complicated than Diablo 3 wouldn't necessarily alienate from that. I mean, obviously, if it's done right, then yeah, you would have to not just make complexity for complexity's sake, but I don't know. I like to think that it could open up some doors for like making cool builds, because that's the thing. If it's too simplified, then it's like, you know, now I'm kind of railroaded into like only a certain number of builds or like only certain types of gear combinations, which is kind of lame. So I like to think there's a middle ground, like there's a way to like add depth without making it like crazy, and simplifying some areas without making it, you know, just press the go button to win. Also, whenever we complete a quest, we get a summary from our boss, or from our fixer, whatever you want to call it. In this particular case, her name is Kirsten, and she's very snarky and very profit-driven and very bottom-line focused. So very corporate and very like snarky and silly. We wish we could boycott everything Orochi, everything Orochi related. However, we know that Orochi is like they're attuned rather with every corporation ever, honestly. Like Orochi either owns or is like involved with pretty much every commercial thing like in the world in this game's universe. They own so much of the market right now that it just isn't possible. The data we sent them offers some nice insider info, but we're flagging it as suspect. There's no guarantee that any Orochi transmission isn't compromised by the group's own incompetence. Fair, I suppose. Orochi is in the area to pursue the Prometheus initiative over at the Breach. And again, I think I remember a little bit about the Breach, but we haven't seen it in the main story, so I think the stuff I remember might be a little bit out of date. But Emma Smith is key to all this, and we're not sure why or how. The Red Hand is the name of this vampire cluster we're trying to fight. So if they're related, it's on the periphery of Orochi's radar before even getting here. The hybrid super soldiers have nothing to do with them. They're just a relic of another faction that were here earlier. Lots of builds are nice. Most of them are, yeah, exactly. Like you wouldn't want it to be like be so obscure and have so much depth that like you have to like be browsing like the game's wikis for hours on end, or subreddits for hours on end to like find the optimal builds. Because that's where some games I think fall a little bit short. Is that like there's so much depth that you have to spend like hundreds of hours to understand it all, or scour like Reddit, like subreddit posts or message boards to like know like what's the right way to build a character. Kirsten's awesome. Hey, what's up, Vax? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, people who know this game, most of them, not all of them, but most of them will agree that Illuminati is the most fun. The best faction, debatable, but the most fun for sure, and Kirsten makes it all worthwhile entirely. Have I enjoyed Cyberpunk? I mean, I like the aesthetic and like the style of Cyberpunk. I haven't played the game myself, but I have played like a Shadowrun tabletop RPG. In fact, we'll be starting up a new Shadowrun game with me and my friends starting on the 15th, which is going to be really fun. So I mean, I like the Cyberpunk stuff, but no, I haven't played Cyberpunk itself yet, but I really want to. Because I've heard it, I mean, it looks fun. I know it's very glitchy right now, but I'll pick it up eventually. Probably once some patches happen and once some new stuff happens. Get it like in a Steam sale in like 6 months or a year or so at like 50% off probably. So I'm in no hurry. I've got a long backlog of games to get through, so I'm in no rush. But I want to play it eventually though. Oh yeah. If you like the Illuminati, Vax, you're in the right place, my friend. Because I am a shameless fanboy for their their ethically dubious shenanigans, for sure. I feel like I kind of want to do some main story, actually, just because doing the side quest stuff is very cool. And I am a little bit curious about Dragon. Actually, we have to go back there anyway. Maybe we should do one more Dragon quest anyway. Just warp back. How many anima shards do I have? 85,000. Good lord, that's a lot of anima shards. I think it's because of the holiday event, actually, because I think they were giving us a lot. So we can jump back over this way.
I've been watching you.
You're easy to spot. What about me makes me easy to spot? Is it my living flame buddy, or my pumpkin head, or my fancy looking hammer? It's not like I stick out like a sore thumb, right? Cyberpunk 2020. Yeah, the tabletop RPG and Shadowrun. Well, that's the thing too. There's this Shadowrun tabletop RPG, but then there's Shadowrun video games on Steam, which I've heard are quite good. So I want to play those too at some point. How far have I gotten? So I've beaten all the way up to the end of Tokyo in the Secret World, but I haven't beaten Secret World Legends before. So this is actually my first time playing through the main story all the way through in a long time. But I love the Secret World back in the day, so this is kind of me like kind of going through it just for funsies, and also to get re-familiarized with the main story, and also to experience the South Africa content, which I've never seen before. Shadowrun Returns. Yeah, I've heard it's really good. There's that one. There's I think a second one too, and maybe some like expansions that add more content too. I've heard they're all really good though. So Orochi presence in the area supported by the best defenses money can buy, but it wasn't enough. I'm kind of curious. Let's see what we got. It's good, but yeah, I've heard it's not complete. Like there's still more to be done.
Solid work up there. I'm impressed. We're all set for evac, as long as... No word. I've been to the safe house a dozen times, trying to make sense of it all. That place had top-of-the-line wards, the best magic money can buy and Orochi facilities can manufacture. It was sealed tight. And Emma... I know she's capable of walking anywhere. From the state of the house, I'd say something found its way through. And that's just not possible. We're partners now, so it's time to level with you.
We're buddies now.
Can't really tell you much about the breach. I'm a soldier, not a scientist. I just know it's vitally important to a lot of people, and that it has something to do with Emma. I can tell you there's a lot more to all of this than a bunch of bloodthirsty vamps and their crazy queen.
All right, Lilith, yeah.
They were released for a reason, by someone with their eyes on the breach, and on Emma. I've done the best I can. I've got talents, but I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna go sticking my head where it don't belong. You got a better shot than me to scope around for information, and maybe find out what's really going on here. And hopefully, deal some real damage.
Hell yeah.
You know, you may not trust me yet, but think about it like this. If Emma's best friend trusts me, can't be all bad, right?
Anyway, I'm gonna go snuggle with this teddy bear for a couple hours, so no calls. Shadowrun, yeah, I think it does too. If I figure, I mean, I've played Shadowrun, the tabletop RPG, before and liked it a lot. But yeah, the whole setting is awesome. The game system is very cool, but very complex. And we're actually gonna be playing a kind of a homebrewed, simplified version of it that our DM Adam has come up with. So I'm really excited to see how that goes. But yeah, just the whole setting is awesome. Cyberpunk with, yeah, exactly, yeah, it's a good mix of tech and magic for sure. So it's a good kind of middle ground. Yep, that's a good description, Rico. I love it. Check out the guard post over this way. So yes, we're trying to find out more information about the breach then, which is something that I, like me in IRL, actually wants to know about too, because again, there's so much I've forgotten. Squeeze on by that lab, this chemical punisher. The Soviet hybrids, which would be these dudes, or rather, I have to kill all of them. I guess just these guys specifically. Yeet. Ooh, that's kind of loud, isn't it? Here, let me turn on the sound effects specifically. Just noticed that was a little bit loud. Sound effects, yes. Turn you down to like 4. And ambience, yeah. Just everything be at 4. Apply. Oh, the plant. Oh, I'm sorry, Rico. That sucks, man. Yeah. Oh, kill all of them. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, sure. I'll murder everything. And a strange radio. Crazy hamburger. Old military radio. It's not a Cold War relic, but an essential part of the Soviet hybrid operations that have been taking place currently, at least. So let's see what this thing's doing then. I'm curious. Yeah, I've had a few other friends who were like in January or February was like, oh cool, let's start this one project, or let's start this like thing that involves like getting in person to do a thing. And yeah, the best laid plans of mice and men. Like, oh shit, we didn't realize a pandemic was about to happen, so it kind of foiled our plan for an in-person D&D game, or a film project, or a podcast, or blah blah blah. Like, you know, it complicated matters for a lot of people who like were planning for some cool shit at the beginning of the year. So it's unfortunate to say the least. So we gotta find some tools, be able to dig through this this radio thingy. Gotta strengthen the frequency. We also gotta kill these bad guys, so I will. By yeeting them into the sun. Oh, they put chemical stuff on the ground. That's not very nice. Oh, that was it. Wow, that was an easy quest. Holy shit. So after all that, people still use these things? Analog revivals make me sick, says Kirsten. I don't mind them. I think it's cool. The Soviet hybrid operation is extensive, and there's no doubt transmissions need to be sent to control and order things. However, there are competing theories about the exact nature of a radio like this. Either A, the radio is being used to transmit basic messages regarding shipments and tactics, or B, the radio is being used to transmit signals and codes that somehow control the hybrids. Either way, we're tapping into it now, and if there's a code to break, you'll be the first to know. Ciao ciao, says Kirsten. Thank you, Kirsten. Got a bunch of various loot that we'll put into the honorary wood shipper to make our stuff more good, or make our numbers better. A lot of RP. Oh, that is good though. Yeah, so you got other opportunities. That sounds nice. Anything in here? This is to call the hybrids. Oh, that also might include this big boy. All right, big boy, let's dance. Let's dance. Put on your shirt. Oh, hey, what's up, Whale? Good to see you, buddy. Haven't had a lot of opportunities to play in, though. Oh, Warhammer. Oh, that's cool. Oh, but it fell through. Oh, that's less cool. I'm sorry, man. That's no fun. I have some friends that, like, were huge into Warhammer back in the day. Not so much nowadays, but yeah, I understand. That's a big one for sure. Yeah, that's all the dudes. Here's the shipping notes. Yes. Yes. A lot of tabletop RPGs, yeah. They're really fun, but yeah, like finding a steady group for them and finding like a reliable schedule and setting aside the time for it, it can be tricky, for sure. Shipment 1545 will be delayed. Power cells haven't been manufactured for decades. Limit to what we can procure. 50 crates takes some time. The mutant toys will have to wait. Waiting on the second half of the payment that was agreed upon. Cash before delivery. Well, let's find out more about these cells that were to be delivered. Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, there was the whole like satanic panic of like the, I guess like mid to late 80s and the 90s, I guess, where it's like, oh, Dungeons and Dragons is for the devil. And it's like, which is weird. I mean, yes, like there's like deities and whatnot within the game, but it's like, dude, people taking it way too, people like being freaked out about it and like taking it way too far. It's like, dude, it's not nearly that intricate. It's just a fucking game, dude. I gotta get in there somehow. Is the door open? It's not. Oh, this door's open though. Next to this friend. Hello, this friend. We'll just yeet him into the sky real quick. Now I wonder if it's worth trying to like fight this thing too. I'll do some area of effect stuff so we can get them all. I don't know what those things do though. Is bioelectric charging pylons. Well, that one's now it's dead. Now no one gets it. Hail Santa. Hell yeah. Yeah, Satan's so blasé, right? Elder gods are where the real party's at. Ouch. Still poisoned. That's fine. Let's see what this terminal's got for us. Give me some knowledge about artifacts, man. Yeah, I'm gonna read all of them. I mean, the blood or power cells are the main ones we want. So some artifacts from Egypt. The shipments were canceled, and in Egypt we know that that whole quest line was from artifacts that were missing and being sent to a mysterious buyer in Egypt, or mysterious buyers rather. Main supply line from Egypt has been compromised because we killed the bad guys there. Do not rely on new shipments because they're not going to be happening. Whoops, I had all caps for some reason. Blood bags, delicious. Shipment received and depleted because they're vampires. That's why they need blood bags. Aya Dagon. Aya Cthulhu. The lesser evil. Yeah, I mean, that's what so much of our modern day lives have turned into, right? It's like, who do I vote for? Well, this person I despise less, so I guess I'll do that one. To avoid detection, the supply parties have been ordered to bring in homeless and derelicts from the further, oh my god, from further afield. Yeah, just bring in, like, you know, sad people that don't have any family ties, that we can just devour their blood and no one will miss them. So the power cells, right, from Siberia, distributed. Stores pending distribution. The power cells are volatile and should be handled with care. Time to blow them up. Fuck volatility, I'm gonna destroy that shit, hell yeah. Let's get over to him. That's actually one thing too. I've seen a few, you know, I guess they were shitposts, but also some like interesting deconstructions of Lucifer, at least, and being like, you know, he's not going to judge you for the things you're into. He's not going to he's going to like encourage, you know, your natural self, that kind of thing. And so it's like, hey man, he's not that bad of a guy. It's all just misunderstanding. And it's like, yeah, I see what they're going for. I'm picking up what they're putting down. So we have to blow these things up, and when they explode, they of course yeet us backwards, as well as living flame buddy. Breaking all the power cells. Hell yeah. Cell yeah. Power cell yeah. Oh, there's a whole bunch everywhere. Yeet. Ouch. That's a lot of damage to us. Ouch. It damages them too though, so it's good for everybody, or bad for everybody rather. Fun drugs. Yeah, it's like what word could you ask for, man? I like to invoke the Billy Joel lyrics. I'd rather laugh with the sinners than cry with the saints. The sinners are much more fun. Can I like goad him into blowing those up? I cannot. And kapow! Oh, he just stood right back up. All right, whatever. Lame. Rains of self-returning people. It's pretty metal, right? Will they explode again, I wonder? They do explode again. Oh god, I'm getting low on health though. Let's not die if we can help it. Let's explode some unexploded ones. I want to get weird. There's a factory model chemical punisher. Let's spank him real good. Clap them cheeks. HBO show. 30 coins. I haven't heard that one, although I don't have HBO. Or at least I'm not subscribed to it. Although there's a lot of stuff I do want to watch on HBO, so honestly it's probably only a matter of time before I do buckle and go for it. Yeah, we didn't have to kill that guy, I just wanted to get the little trinket. Oh, that's a good one, I think. Energy emitter. Oh. It's actually not bad, but I think the one we have right now is better. Root enemies around you. That's pretty not bad, though. I think I might hang on to that one just for future reference. So I can switch off. Let's find some more shit to explode. We only need to break 2 more. Here's a truck full of them. Yeet! There we go. See, he's not even paying attention to me. He wants to fight the living flame buddy. Now they're both dead, so there. Spanish show. Oh, okay, so it's popular out where you are. That's cool. There's a bunch of foreign TV shows and movies that I, over the years, have heard are like super good. My parents are like really big into like British dramas, that kind of thing. So it's like there's a lot of like foreign made stuff out there, content, movies, TV shows, what have you, that are apparently quite good that I've never even heard about before. A lot of cool stuff out there, man. What's going on with this thing, man? I need to get to that side, but how? Oh. Can I go around another path? Yes, most assuredly. That way probably wouldn't work. Let's go this way. My cool motorcycle, hell yeah. Nearby base from our power cells so I could explode them. Whoops, wrong button. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pressing all the wrong buttons. This is not a path. Oh. This might not be as easy peasy lemon squeezy as I was hoping it would be. Let me jump with my spider bike somehow. Get up there somehow. But how? How and when and why? If I could get to that part of the bridge, that would be what I really need. Where's that guy going, by the way? I see this guy, like, running somewhere. His slope is, like, misleadingly steep. Let's go fast. Let's go back over this way. There's got to be another way up there, right? Because the bridge is out, which does me no good. Make stuff with cool monsters. Hidden Christian. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. It sounds cool. Back at Bunker Hill. My living flame dude is still on the bridge. Oh, come on. I can almost... There we go. There we go. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it, but, I mean, this is one way to do it. Let's see if this will work. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, it's looking a little bit dicey. Whoop. There we go. So I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but I might have cheesed it, but I'll freaking take it, man. Oh, I have to pick up a power cell, not just explode them anymore. Aw. But exploding them is more fun. But Dad, I want to blow up stuff. Finish your dinner, son. Look at these guys. Thinking like they know what they're doing. Let's get Living Flame back in here. There we go. Living Flame is always the life of the party. There we go. I'll take one power cell, please. Load it into the Tesla coil. Oh, we're gonna like zap this shit? Just with the power cell transport trucks? Alright. Oh, we use the thing. Somehow. Wait, how do we use it? Climb the ladder. Ouch. Okay, fine. If we really want to fight first, I guess we can do that. There we go. Alright, as I was saying. Before I was so rudely interrupted. Here we go. I get to like target it myself. That's cool. Right, let's get these guys first. Bam, that's 2. This one's next. There we go. Can I get that guy plus the truck he's standing next to? We can, but it doesn't like kill him instantly, so it's not as much damage as I was hoping it would be. There we go. Alright, so the shipment of power cells has been compromised. Hell yeah. Tracked down the factory that makes the power cells. There won't be anyone to work OT for a while. Okay, that's good to know. Keep waiting for a sinister Orochi reveal, but it's not materializing. Not in relation to power cells and or super soldiers. Combing through more of the Orochi transmission data confirms this. We know the Orochi detail got blindsided down there, but here's the weird thing. The transmissions from Orochi HQ to Transylvania are no less panicked. Looks like the upheaval is company-wide. Fun fact, we were this close to getting Tesla. This fucking close, she says. And this game came out in 2012, so she's referring to the actual Tesla, the Nikolai Tesla. Not the company. Just kind of combine all these down then, just to power up our stiff. Boop. Let's level up for our hammer. Little by little. Only have one head talisman. Let's grab that one real quick. Hey, Swords Guy, what's up, buddy? Thank you very much for that raid, Mr. Swords Guy. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Living Flame, yeah, Living Flame is like a little buddy we can summon. It's an ability we have that lets us to like gives us a little friend that can take some aggro away from us, which is helpful. Oh, I've heard Pan's Labyrinth is incredible for sure. Yeah, I think I would really like that one. We got Napkin, we got Swords Guy, we got SpongeBob, yo, we got the squad. Thank you guys for being here. How's everyone's day going? Evening rather going. And thank you again, Swords Guy. It's good to see you, my friend. Swords Guy is a friend of the channel and is a genuinely good dude. Shout out to Command for our lad here doing some. Oh, I sniped it from you, Ogasa. Oh. Fastest fingers in the West. I know. Big mad. Good to see you, man. It's good to see you, Swords Guy. Thank you, Ogasa, by the way. I appreciate you, man. Your heart was in the right place. I was just too fast. Too fast, man. No, but thank you, Swords Guy. How was your stream? Was it, I see it's Pokemon Red Blue. Was it a Nuzlocke challenge by any chance? Or any kind of like special challenge? That's like I said, Swords Guy is an excellent dude, and we've known each other for many a long year. He's a good guy, and it's always a pleasure getting to chill with you, man. 2021 Nuzlocke, man, that's exciting. How'd it go tonight then? If tonight was Nuzlocke night, I mean Nuzlocke is frequently a very spicy challenge. It's a cool thing to watch. I mean I am a scrub when it comes to Pokemon myself, so I have no aspirations to do it myself, but I do love to watch Nuzlocke challenges and that kind of thing.
Critical empowerment
or speed runs, like just any kind of like Pokemon themed challenge attempt thingy. Just leveling up my gear, by the way. That's why I'm menuing right now. High octane menu content, so sexy and exciting. Bunch of talismans. Let's get this one leveled up too. Bloop 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 and bloop. Nuzlocke for every mainline game. Dude, that sounds awesome, man. Lost your starter. I'm sorry, man. To a crit. Ah, that sucks, man. Yuka. Oh, man, that sucks, dude. That's always awful, man. Was it like early game or was it at least later on? Actually, I don't even know what's worse. Losing the starter early to a Nuzlocke run or later on. The Bulbasaur. Aw, poor Bulba. That sucks. The first gym, dude, you hate to see it, man. And Bulbasaur is awesome for the first two gyms, man. I mean, people so frequently are like, nah, man, Charmander. Nah, man, Squirtle. Like, people go, you know, the water and fire warring factions are always at each other's throats. But, dude, Bulbasaur is underrated and underappreciated, if not exclusively because he's so good for those first two dungeons. But, still, the awful crit can happen, and that's just shitty. Crit happens, as they say. Bulbasaur guy, oh, yeah. As a proper intellectual. Nuzlocke with the first. Oh, yeah, good luck with that, right? Holy shit. I mean, you would just have to, like, stock up on bugs, I guess, right? Stock up on bugs you don't give a shit about. Or, yeah, what could you use? Yeah, it's like your options are so limited, right? God. Okay, it sounds good, Five Finger. Thank you again for being here, my friend. Still had to overlevel without him, yeah. Got a Caterpie. I'm guessing that means you're playing in Pokemon Red then? If Caterpie was hard to find. Butterfree. Oh yeah, Butterfree would really be awesome. Yeah, that sounds awesome, dude. Yeah, so you know what you're doing, Swords Guy. You're a very capable Pokemon master.
Critical empowerment results.
You're not one of these like, maybe I'll play Pokemon Nuzlocke. Swords Guy is like the Chad Swords Guy, man. The Pokemon knowledge. Power rating. Okay, so we'll do those two. Hit rating. That'll be the... Oh, that's already level 20. What else gets hit rating? Shit rating. That's also max level. Well, heck. Critical rating. Hit rating. Perfect. Bloop, bloop. And then you get crit power rating, and that's going to be this guy. Cool. So slightly leveling some of our stuffs. Oh, it is blue. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, when you said you got lucky and got a Caterpie, I thought that meant it was, like, uncommon. Yeah, the common encounters Weedle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be awful otherwise, man. That would be really awful. But still, losing the starter is so sad, man. I cry every time. Thank you again to Swords Guy, man. It's very generous of you. For anybody who enjoys Pokemon wizardry, Pokemon shenanigans. Make sure to follow Swords Guy, especially if you like the Nuzlocke challenges, that kind of thing. Honestly, you should just follow Swords Guy regardless. He's a really nice guy, and again, he's been a friend of the channel for many moons, and I'm very grateful to him and his wonderful community for raiding, because it's always a pleasure, my dude. I hope your year is off to a good start. 2020 was a verifiable shit fest for so many of us, but I hope we can have some good shit this year to counteract the bad shit. Could use more of that in our lives, honestly. We're playing Secret World Legends. This is a game that I played back in the day with some friends many moons ago. However, this game is kind of an MMO, but it is more single-player focused, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, because I know MMOs are the opposite of single-player. Has more of a focus on story, and is balanced in such a way where it expects you to do most of the story mode, if not all of it, really, in single-player mode. And this is a game I haven't played in a long time, so this is mostly a trip down memory lane, but there's also... Oh, there's a human player, by the way. Yep, there's a human person. So it's mostly a trip down memory lane, but there's also the notion of, like, playing some stuff that I didn't get around to back in the day. But there are other people. It's a shared world RPG, officially. Follow the messengers. Okay, so we need to find a messenger. Not him. That's just a player character. I think the messengers are going this way, but I don't know exactly. So I'm gonna wait for another one to pass by before we start to... Oh, here's one. Perfect. Yeah, it's a pretty rough start. Yeah, hopefully this just means we're getting the worst of it out of the way. The worst of this year, rather, out of the way. And, you know, the rest... That means we're getting, like, the bad karma. Get that shit out of the way in the first place. Now we can focus on the good shit. But you're right, it's not exactly a great omen. Normally these werewolves would try to fight us, but since we're following them to their hideout... Oh. It says... Excuse me? To their leader? Maybe I need a vampire messenger specifically. Unless we're saying this guy is their leader, but that wouldn't make sense.
You're easy to spot.
Yourself.
I didn't get to where I am by talking about myself to the likes of you. Or anyone
I don't
else
think it's
for
him.
that matter.
Oh, that's the whole dialogue then. Alright. Very good. And it wouldn't be this guy, because he's just a dude that sells and buys stuff. So I think that means we need to find a vampire messenger specifically. Oh, this guy. Here we go, here we go. It's weird though, a werewolf messenger went in there. And now a vampire messenger has come from that direction. I wonder if they're like working together in some weird way. Because lore-wise, the vampires and werewolves hate each other. Specifically, I mean, they were created by the same entity, but the werewolves were like cast aside as being like unreliable and unpredictable, whereas the vampires were brought up. So the werewolves were like cast to the side and were like relegated to just being like the garbage monsters, whereas vampires were built up. So there's this animosity between the two of them. Vampires see werewolves being as like impure and unfitting for serving Lilith, and then werewolves feel sad that they've been neglected and forgotten by their creator. So it'd be unlikely for them to work together in this situation, but maybe that is what's going on. It's nice that the messengers don't attack us unless you attack them first. So it's kind of nice being like, oh, I don't have to worry about like being stealthy. I can just like stalk this dude and he doesn't give a shit. It is awkward though because I move slower than he does at jogging speed, but way faster at running speed. So it's a little bit weird. Take me to your bleeder. Oh, what the heck? It still doesn't do the thing. Maybe I need to like check the deets. Locate one of the messengers that are bound to be around here somewhere. Well, clearly these are the wrong messengers. The wrong types of messengers. But I thought there were only two kinds. Maybe there's more I need to find then. Let's go fast. Nice little speed boost to get us back to where we came from. Must be something else. Unless there's like a path down here, maybe? I didn't think to look down this way. Looks to be an end that is dead. Which is not really helpful. I don't think this, another one of these guys coming this way. Is there someone else I'm supposed to talk to around here? Follow the messenger to their leader. Yeah, seems pretty simple enough. It would not surprise me if it was somewhere this way, maybe. but I don't exactly know where to look. Let's wait around a little bit more for another round of messengers. Hey, welcome back, Shelly. So this is a very different game. We finished up Majora's Mask earlier. We actually fought Majora twice. We did once with just regular Link and his equipment, that kind of thing, and then we also fought him with Fierce Deity Mask. In fact, we had to beat it twice because the first time around we missed a heart container by accident, or heart piece by accident. So we did it all the way through and completed it. And then we're going back to this game. This is a game called Secret World Legends. It's a game I actually played back in the day with some friends. It's kind of an MMO. It's more of a shared world RPG, quote unquote, I suppose. And it has a very heavy emphasis on single player story, which is actually why I'm playing it, because I don't really like MMOs that much, really at all. And I don't like the gameplay loop for them, really. But what I do like is how this game tells the story. Is a very Lovecraftian kind of vibe to it. And right now we're in an area where this is an area called the Carpathian Fangs. So it takes place in there's another human player right there. It takes place in modern day Romania, but they refer to it as Transylvania. And there's lots of vampires and werewolves abound. It's very mythological creature full, which is fun. However, there's something I'm missing here. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to use here. They bring me here. What can I do about this? There's no way to enter here. All the messengers to their leader. So I'm trying to figure out a way to stalk the messengers to take me to get to where I need to be. Maybe what's supposed to happen is that there's another round of messengers that come out of this other doorway, because that was what was happening previously. There was one messenger that leads us to that bunker previously. These guys that I'm flying right here lead us to this other bunker. Maybe there's another set of messengers that are coming out of this bunker to lead us to yet another location. So let's see who comes out of this other bunker then. Yeah, this game has lots of cool Lovecraft vibes, lots of Stephen King kinds of influences, Edgar Allan Poe kind of stuff. For those who enjoy the Lovecraftian stuff, it's very fun and spooky. Here we go. Yeah, follow this guy. Yeah, the way the game tells the story is very entertaining and has some of the coolest storytelling I've ever seen in a game. And once we finish up with this chapter in particular, there's going to be some really cool stuff that are themed around Tokyo, which is incredibly well done, that I'm very excited about. I actually started this playthrough about a month and a half ago, and I put it on hold for Majora's Mask because I wanted to play through it in preparation for the Majora's Mask randomizer. But now that that's done, it's like, oh, I can like unwind and get back to this one. Because I definitely have every intention of finishing it. Seeing it all the way through. Although it is admittedly very obscure and kind of a niche game choice, so I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I enjoy it quite a bit. Let's see where this guy's gonna lead us. This messenger lad. And this one's door is open. That is encouraging to me. Okay, but this is still not it, so we gotta wait to see what comes out of this lad then. So I bet there's still more to explore. A contemplative sip of my Gatorade while I wait. That noise means it's... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Oh, that's right, I forgot about these lads. Here, while we're waiting, I can do some hardcore menuing. Oh, can I move the window? Cannot move the window, that makes me sad. Oh, there we go. There's like, you just gotta click the right way. Okay, cool. So I can like assign these dudes, or dudettes rather, since they're all ladies. And assign them to some mini quests. To claim it, sure. I accept. I accept. Still no dudes? I want the dudes though. Sad about the lack of dudes. Right, so for this one, that can go to whoever the lowest level character is. We'll give you that one. And this goes to, let's see, level 17, you're gonna get, oh, only 50%, okay, that's not good. 77, 38, oof. Yeah, these are some pretty spicy ones. We'll give you the 77 one. Yeah, you can do that one. Good luck. Good luck, please don't die. No pressure. Maybe I'm standing too close, maybe I have to like stand farther away for it to spawn the messengers. Just don't kill the messenger. Let's like be way out this way. Let's see, this guy arrives. Let's see what happens when he arrives. Maybe there was something that I was supposed to observe from afar. He goes in. Tide comes in, time comes out, tide comes out. You can't explain that. I mean, I guess I could just keep exploring this way. Oh, wait. Oh, is this it? Ooh, this looks encouraging. Oh, it is. There we go. The chase continues. Oh, what the hell? No, I want to follow the dude, but I also have to kill these guys. It's fine, we can kill him fast. How'd they even see me? I feel like I was so far away. Big crits. Hell yeah, big crit energy. Alright, see you later. Let's catch up to our buddy. Ouch, I got poison though. That makes me so angry. There we go. Alright, so we caught up to our boy. See him in the distance. We followed him to here. Okay, cool. So, actually, I'm going to take a quick little diversion. Snoop around a little bit. I see there's some stuff over here. Lots of Orochi stuff. Shocking absolutely nobody. Oh, this is a lair? Oh, fuck that noise, yeah. Oh, nope, don't want that. Lairs are scary and have gigantic high-level enemies that will one-shot me and rip my dick off and make me sad. And I don't like any of those things to happen. So instead, we'll just continue with the main quest. Story time. Oh, there's Lilith, I think. Maybe it's supposed to be Lilith.
What are you doing out here? Get back to work.
Apologies,
The vampire queen. Oh, Mara. Oh, yeah, Mara. AKA Lilith.
You will continue to work until
like
I
the
tell you
embodiment of
otherwise.
Lilith.
Do you think she will be as accommodating as I have been? No. She will have you all tossed into the breach.
Every day, we lose more. The workers are getting restless. There are strange gravities. If we go on, what more can we do? We are scratching at an impossible door.
Whatever is in there, we're going to open it up and bring it out.
But Mara, it's not...
No excuses. Get it done. She'll be here soon, and she won't give any of us the benefit of the doubt.
What are you doing here?
So they mentioned that there's something in the breach that they want. And
something
to
you
be
need
honest,
to
I
know.
don't know what they're referring
Need to
to. I can
see.
make some guesses, but I really don't
Follow
know.
me.
Oh, follow Emma. Shit. Okay, so that's Emma. Okay, or at least like an embodiment of her spirit or something, because apparently Emma has been missing for a while. If the dude's text is to be believed, his dialogue was to be believed. Yeah, exactly. Mara isn't being a very encouraging
We're going
boss
this
lady.
way.
Boss person. She's being like, just fucking do it. And the guy's like, but how? She's like, I don't fucking care. It's like, dude, be a leader, not a, you know, not a, what's the word for it? Like, what's the bad version of the word? Not a dictator, you know? Lead your team. Don't just tell them what to do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. She's got all the time in the world to, like, you know, read up
Come
on
on,
proper management
follow
skills.
me.
An eternal vampire doesn't mean it's just
Local
be an
bounty
eternal
detected.
meanie.
Initiating.
Defeat some specters. Now, you're not a specter. You're a big... Also a meanie. Yeah, these don't count as specters. Specters are like the shades that we've seen previously. The dudes in, like... Dudes and dudettes in Victorian-era outfits. As spooky ghost friends. Stop healing. There we go.
Come here.
I gotta kill some bad guys. Can I select that one? Defeat specters. Oh, that's where we're going, though, I think. Oh, actually, hold up. Give me 1 second, Emma. I need to go kill some bad guys. I'll be right back. It'll take like 5 seconds. And she's like, typical player characters, always gallivanting about for side quests to kill specters and kill Krampi. For glory and lore and equipment. And bullshit. Lots of bullshit. Got his ass. Cool. And I'm not going to bother with the portal stuff just because I don't dislike the portal stuff, but I feel like it takes too time for too little gain. Whoa, look at these guys go. That's pretty cool. That's something we'll get to do pretty soon. A little bit of a, not really a spoiler, but just a little cool little sneak ahead of us getting to be on cool little action sequences. Oh, there's the shades up there. Crampo codes? Is that the term? What are these jabronis doing? I want to kill the shades or specters, what have you? Carpathian maiden. More like Carpathian. Shut up. Got him. Oh, Crampocades, right? Yeah. Yeah. I've like heard about that whole thing where it's like based on if it's a Latin or a Greek root, like technically it'd be octopodes, but if you say octopodes, it sounds completely absurd and like fucking like it sounds like they're full of themselves. So it's like nobody actually says that, but it's like yeah, I guess it's technically correct, but it's fucking dumb. So it's like the same energy as it's pronounced GIF. It's like, dude, it shouldn't be. It's fucking dumb. We all know that the plural of octopus is octopussy from James Bond. Obviously, that's what it really comes down to. Of course. We can all agree on that one. It's just, yeah, it's just ectoplasm. I promise. That's all that we're encountering from these spooky lads and ladies. I like how they get those shields, man. Get those shields out of here. There we go. 2 more. And kapow. Oh, I don't have that one stuck. There we go. And then yeet. Oh, what? I didn't get the kill for that one. I guess because maybe like an environmental thing got her. Well, then I'll kill these 2. Then we'll see what's what. Giraffe interface. That's correct. That's what GIF. That's what GIF stands for. GIF. I even just saying it, it's just like, oh, it's so weird. GIF, short for like the peanut butter. That's what it is. Peanut butter format. All right, so now that I've killed those bad guys, I can go back to the main quest. Like, sorry, Emma, I know we have to like save the world and kill the bad guys and stop vampire queens from murdering the whole, trillions of people, but I had to go kill some bad guys. I'm sure you'll understand. An arbitrary number of bad guys for a side quest. How to pronounce GIF? Bad news. It's the worst possible. An old English for pronouncing GIF. That makes me so happy, Elgaso. As a person who like could not care less about people being into furry stuff, it makes me so happy when people get so bothered by like people being into furry stuff. It's like it'd be like yeah thing, it's so horrible, my Christian sensibilities. It's like, oh dude, yes, they're salty tears. They power me. They power me up. We got nothing. We got nothing, which means it's a world we already had. It's pronounced. That makes me so happy. I love it, man. It's fucking great. I can't make the jump. Come on, it's just over the edge. That's fine. We can just go around. It's just annoying because I'm lazy. See things that make me hate myself. No, I love it. I love that kind of stuff, man. I mean, things that'll make me hate myself. Yes, they do exist. There was a point a few streams ago where trying to remember what the exact context was. I was, fuck, I can't remember what it was. I think I was milking a cow with this, with not Saria's song, with Epona's song in Majora's Mask, and someone made, oh, follow Emma. Oh, right, we started down this way. I forgot where Emma was, but I think it was from this way. I was milking a cow, and someone made mention of like, oh yeah, Alex is into the milkers, you know, Kappa, smug face, and I'm trying to remember what, oh, and I read that comment out loud, but when I read the comment out loud, I also read the word rupees. So when I read it out loud, I said the phrase, Alex loves big milkies. And I was like, oh no. I've said that, that's the meme, dude. Saying the word, calling anything milkies is surely gonna damn me into meme hell for an eternity. So it's like, fuck, I said it out loud. This is my fate now. And I accept my fate with dignity. And by dignity, I mean eternal shame. Oh, wait, I want to see what this one is. Hold up. How snappy my vehicle is. It's awesome. It just materializes. It's great, isn't it? It's like, I'm just chilling, like, burp, I'm just walking around, and then, nope, no, I'm on a spider. I'm on a spider bike. It's great. I want to see what this clip is, though, from Elgaso. It's gonna be good. Give me 1 sec. I have a thing for this, I believe. Which clips? Yes. Will this work? Shit, hold on. Give me 1 sec. I have to reselect it. That's not it. There we go. That gets... it doesn't have everything. Oh, well, that's fine. That's good enough. Let's see what I said. I like how it so abruptly cuts off Elgaso. Thank you for clipping that dumb thing that I said and having it be a perfectly timed abrupt ending. Delightful. Just like you, Elgaso. Almost as delightful as Elgaso. Almost. That's good, man. Elgaso, you've captured some good weird clips of my channel before, and I always appreciate them. Oh, don't root me to the ground like that, man. That's not nice. Alright, that fought those guys for like the 3rd time today. Alright, sorry, Em. I had to like kill a bunch of bad guys, but... okay, there we go. I'm sorry, I was slowed down. So this is Emma, or at least some embodiment of her that we've heard so much about. Apparently she's very important to all of us somehow, but we don't necessarily know why or how. But maybe whatever she leads us to will point us to some answers. Also, these trees look like bones, like dog bones, with, you know, limbs growing out of them, which is weird. Tree limbs, that is. Hopefully this will teach us more about Emma and or the breach, and why she's able to teleport like that. That's kind of weird. Cool, but weird. When they said that she will be here soon, were they referring to Emma? Or were they referring to Lilith, maybe? Because Mara is like the reincarnation of Lilith, I think. But maybe not, I don't know. Maybe there's deets to this that I have forgotten.
Come here.
I'm working on it, lady. I gotta kill some bad guys. You know how it is. You know how it do. And snappy spider cycle. Spider sickle. It's like a popsicle, but with spiders. Oh god, that sounds awful. Wish I could teleport like a boss like that. I never get cool teleports. Actually, that's not true. We do get cool teleports. But it costs us the fun money. The anima shards. Shards of anime ground up into crystallized form, used as a currency. We were here previously for a bunch of side quests earlier.
Follow me.
Wish I had cool at-will warpies, that'd be nice. Is this the place to be? They did mention that the house was like in awful shape, so I wonder if this is the house they were referring to. The Krampus outside. A Crampocades, as Arctic or Elgaso pointed out. Here we go, cutscene time, baby. Let's see what we got.
This is where my memory ends. Beyond this point, you're on your own. It's important that you understand. You need to see for yourself.
Where my memory ends, she says. So is this like her spirit that we're following? She's got cool magic powers. What does it mean?
We fled the breach. There was an attack. Mutations, vampiric mutations, I don't exactly... I didn't recognize the morphology, and, they were led by what could only be a pure-blood vampire, possibly a true queen, although we have no records of...
Sit down.
Are you okay? Emma?
Don't talk to her. She'll find a way to get inside your head.
Tired.
Do not talk.
Julia, please. She's just a child.
Just a child? Just a child? Winston, she knew they were coming. For all we know, she brought them there.
Whatever you may think, she didn't bring them on purpose, Julia. They came for her, and we're the ones who opened Pandora's box in the first place. I mean, what we did was...
Is that thing on? Don't tell me you're recording this.
You need to get help, okay? Something bad is going to happen here. They're still coming for me. And I can't do this on my own. They made me open it. And now, it's almost too late.
All the sites appear to have been hit concurrently. This was a coordinated attack on the Prometheus Initiative. We believe...
The research? Our equipment? They were coming for all of it. And the subject?
Emma. Emma was most likely their primary target, but we got her out of there.
We also brought with us the most important papers and samples, but we don't yet know what they got their hands on. The self-destruct sequence was terminated. That can only be done by someone with the right codes, the right access, the right biometric readings. It was
an inside job.
Not done. Not done.
I wonder who attacked them then.
Oh, the eagle.
So they came from the
dragon
breach.
must... She's coming. She's coming.
Who? Who's coming?
She is. They are.
What's she talking about?
Emma's not been sleeping well since the incident at the breach. Her readings are all over the place, and she appears fixated on a particular sequence of words and phrases. I'm actually getting a bit concerned.
They are close to waking up. She must be stopped.
What are you talking about?
Go away! You have to stop them. They're almost through. There is a piece missing. Find the missing piece. Find the one. The fourth is the one. The one who was there, at the court of the dragon, when it all happened. Before they wake up. Before they wake up.
Jesus Christ, what was that?
I have no idea, but knowing Emma, considering what she's capable of, I have a very bad feeling about all of this.
Okay, so that was a lot to unpack. But yeah, it sounds like obviously Emma's key to all this, and still the breach of like what's inside the breach. What does the vampire queen want in there? What is coming out of it that's trying to get to Emma specifically? Why Emma specifically? A lot of questions right now. Yeah, seriously, yeah, that's the thing too. Playing a game like this with lots of serious cutscenes and whatnot, lots of monologuing to us, and then you see the player character and we look like this weird absurdity. So yeah, lots of goofy shit across the board, and it's part of the fun of games like this is making a character with just standard MMO weirdness happening. Oh, and a dab plus weird noise. Secret World Legends. There we go. Just saying the name out loud. Thank you, Murdercrats. Thank you for redeeming it. I hope that was nice and cringy. I try my best. Get to see her drawings. Okay, I'm curious. They were ripped from a child's nightmare. Whoever drew these scenes of terror has seen them vividly, with a grim certainty that must have come from more than imagination. I'm curious. They mostly come at night. Mostly.
The first
Ouch, it
dream
hurts.
was always at the playground. I left this memory for you.
Thanks.
I knew you'd come. I knew you'd find it. I think this one's a barn. We passed by one just like it when they brought me here. We were escaping the abyss. The breach. It's what they call what's in the mountain. In the chasm. I'm used to having dreams about things that have been or are or will be. I'm not so used to having my dreams come to life. Finally, there's a church. I've never been. If there is a God, I don't need to go there to talk to it. I can probably talk to the God inside my head. It's how I talk to everything. That thing is in all of them. The sickly thing. It's been sent to take me. Usually the dreams pass once I've seen them. Not this one.
The sickly thing. My guess is that she's referring to the filth, which would make sense. The filth has permeated all the bad shit in this game so far. So maybe whatever's inside the breach is being controlled by the filth. Left your voodoo doll, though. Oh, and some lore nearby. Oh, the revenants. Oh, okay. Yeah, if they're revenants, then that makes a lot of sense. And revenants, like, manifest in people's bad dreams. So yeah, that's on brand, I would say. A bunch of side quests in the Smith's computer. Man, I want to do all these because this lore I think is very cool and interesting. But like one step at a time. Oh, we're getting filthy. Hell yeah. There's also some... Wait, where am I exactly? So I'm well outside the lair. There's some side quests near me. The Smith's computer. And Emma's... Oh, those... Okay, that's referring to the main quest then. Okay. So the Filth Guardians, those like large wolf-like beasts that we've seen before. There's a Tibetan word, the tulpa, translates to thought form, a construct of the mind given physical substance, a manifestation of the soul. Imagine then, sweetling, what the tulpa of a dreaming one would be. Not an existing creative corruption by the filth, a creature corrupted by the filth, but the dreamer's dreams made flesh. Mr. Arctic, what's up, my dude? Good to see you, my man. We are doing more Secret World Legends because we finished up Majora's Mask earlier. 100% playthrough. We actually beat it twice because I accidentally missed a heart piece. But I also wanted to fight Majora twice, once with Fierce Deity Mask and once without. So well, I think we did a proper conclusion to that game, and it was great. And of course, we're going to be doing more Zelda randomizer co-op thingamajigs soon, including tomorrow. Actually, we're going to be doing Ocarina of Time randomizer co-op with the boys, with Carpathian and JD tomorrow, because the Ocarina of Time randomizer we did on Wednesday ended so quickly. It was done in about 2 hours, and we only got to see like 2 dungeons because we found all the Triforce shards so quickly. So we're gonna do another one with like less forgiving settings, with the hopes that this one will last maybe a little bit longer than 2 hours, maybe. Also, this is a very large open area. The first one is near a playground, if I heard correctly. So I'm looking for playground-looking things and/or places. Aw, what the heck? Snowdrifter, get him out of here. Let's get Living Flame in here, man. Living Flame's always a party. All dungeons, yes, all dungeons. No anything else. We just spawn inside the dungeon. One thing we want to find out is if there's a way to add medallions and spiritual stones to the item pool. That way you could get a medallion or a spiritual stone from just a mundane find. So it's like, oh, I killed a Scotula and now I found the light medallion. Like something like that I think would be nice if there's a setting for it. Here's a playground. That looks encouraging. Oh, the Winter's Bride. Let me just yeet her into the sun real quick. The red dress is very, very fetching. Yeah, the next one will be, oops, all dungeons, and it'll take like 69 hours to complete. The first Ocarina of Time random we did with Gratafi and JD took about 14 hours across 2 days. And that's what we were expecting for this one, but again, it happened so fast. Too fast. Grab that, and that. Lots of weapons and gear and such. And there's a Krampus, of course. Krampus, of course. Plus. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, there's a Revenant. Hold on, I gotta kill this bad guy first. This quest guy can shove it. I wanna kill the event dude. Revenants are scary, like, lore-wise, but they're actually pretty easy to fight. But this notion of, like, this horrible spirit that invades people's dreams. And, like, the manifestations of, like, some horribly evil dead person. Because I think that's the idea of the Revenants. Like, if you're, like, evil enough, you like, when you die, your spirit turns into a Revenant. You like, haunt people's nightmares or some shit. I thought the same thing, Murdercrats. I was like, do I say it? It's a little bit too easy, but... it's pretty good, though. That is... oh, I have to use the voodoo doll. To banish him. There we go. I was like, man, I can't kill him. He's been at like 5 health for the last several hits. Let's find another one. And then banish his ass. His entire ass. Well, that explains the ravens being nearby. It's like, I think we have to follow the ravens. Because ravens are a symbol of revenants doing their thing. She said there's something about a barn. Here he is. Fear of the unknown. More like fear of the being a fucking nerd. Too easy, like your mom. Perfect. Ouch. If I were to ever unlock a 6th emote slot, you can best believe it'll be a dab emote. Super H dab. Yeah, it's an easy setup, yeah. Sometimes it's like too easy, right? Like if it's too easy, it's not fun. But yeah, sometimes like I'll say something and I'll go like, is that maybe a bit much? Ouch. Banished to the hell that spawned you, foul beast. And the 3rd Revenant. I don't know if there's a total of 3. Oh, we gotta fight these guys now. More friends. We yeet our friends into the sun. That's what we do here. Unfinished business. Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, kind of like the crow. Yeah, that would make sense too, Boyd. I think that's probably like a more universal definition of revenants. I think the revenants in this game were... there's like a... it's a slightly different interpretation, but yeah, I think that's also like a valid description. Chase away 50 flocks of birds. That's kind of cool. It's a cool achievement. Here's the church. Or a church, at least. I don't know if it's the church. Do you think it's a sin or a... maybe not a sin, but... oh, hello. I think it's... I have to weaken him first, I guess. What's the word I'm looking for? Ouch. Sacrilege, there we go. Is it sacrilege to drive my motorcycle in a church? That's got a lot of hit points. 37,000 bing bongs. A lot of bing bongs. Driven by a strong sense of vengeance. That would definitely work well with these dudes. Strong sense of vengeance. So it can't banish him. Still needs to be lower health-wise. Shift 2, please. Ouch. Enter her dream world. Okay, I'm interested. Yeah, let's get some fucking weird dreams then. Can't be killed. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like revenants in this game, like the idea is that like you can't really kill them, but you can banish them, or like perform like a very elaborate ritual. Fucking sick though, yeah, dude. Destroy the revenants in their spirit realm after they've been banished. Depends on the church. Oh yeah, if it's a church for motorcycles, it'd be dope as hell. Hold on, creeping chair. I gotta get this lore. It's really important. It's important. I implore you to let me get this lore. Thank you. Oh. Yeet. Driving a motorcycle in a church. Oh yeah, that is actually very appropriate, I would say, for some bat out of hell energy. It's a I mean, cemeteries are frequently next to churches, so I think it works. I feel like I've seen a clip on YouTube of I think it's like, it's an implied, like, youth group, like a youth church group leader who like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like Sunday school, like cool guy, youth group, church person. And he has like a motorcycle and he's like trying to show off by like riding it in a church event, but like loses control of it and it like hits some tables or something like that. I feel like I've seen a clip, something along those lines, and maybe that's what's coming to mind now. Like the cool, young, hip youth leader person. Okay, he's got sunglasses and tattoos and rides a motorcycle. He's just like us. Someone busting through a church window? I think so, Rico. I want to say Resident Evil 2 maybe, or maybe 3? I don't know. I don't know which one. Check out the ravens in the sky, by the way. That's pretty dope. Ouch. I keep just tanking the hits. Maybe I should like be smarter about these things, but when you have this many hit points and you're slightly overpowered for these kinds of quests, it's like, who the fuck cares, right? The apocalyptic one? That narrows it down. I mean, well, Resident Evil 2 it probably feels like an apocalypse for those living through it. Maybe some more so than others, though. You want to go to Sheets but not hungry? What if you were to go to Sheets Arctic, what would you get? That way we can talk about it, and talking about it will make you hungry, and then it'll be worth it. See, I'm just encouraging the worst personal life decisions. The Dream Hunter, by the way. Although, would they be open since it's New Year's Day? Well, technically not anymore. It's Central Standard Time or Eastern Standard for that time, for that matter. All's quiet on New Year's Day. Fear the unknown. Yeah, dude, I wish I could just fight the embodiment of 2020. Maybe the developers for this game can like add that as an optional boss or something. Like a limited time boss or something. Just fight a big bad guy called 2020 and kick the shit out of him. Time to escape. Oh, we escaped. Easy peasy. Literally the same thing. Oh, you did it yesterday too? Pizza, a couple hot dogs, some fried mac and cheese. Oh, dude, deep fried mac and cheese bites. That sounds dope. I mean, that sounds like a good decision, Arctic. I'm not going to tell you what to do or what to not do, but I wouldn't say it's a bad idea. So for the lore, it was more info about the Revenants. For all this, they do not seem to have any greater plan or intelligent design. Suffering is its own reward. They feed on misery. They often attack those with powerful connections to magic, drawn like moths to a flame. Revenants have been known to answer the call of certain occultists who wish ill on their fellow people. That is how they came to Kingsmouth, brought by Archie Henderson to spread disease and death among the Wabanaki. Archie Henderson. Oh, right. Yeah, the dude who owned the farm. So he, like, used occult stuff to, like, specifically summon the Revenants to fuck over the Wabanaki natives. That's pretty fucked, actually, because the Wabanaki suffered some real bad shit in this game's lore. So if it was, like, intentionally brought on by that guy, then that's pretty fucked. A commercial where Satan and oh, really? I haven't seen that one. Oh, Doom Revenants. Yeah, those Revenants can get fucked forever. Those guys are the worst. Yeah, no thank you on that one. The Plague guy. Oh, do you mean like the Plague Mask guy? Or Plague Mask dudes, I guess? Someone's going through a lot of trouble to try to hunt down Emma. Revenants are being utilized to hunt her down, which is pretty fucked. Whole army of someone's. Her astral projection levels are impressive, but not necessarily related to her prime function. Whatever she sees in her dreams is a way beyond subjective experience. Revenant stalkers we know all about. It's everything else she sees that's got us so interested. So the science guy Zern wants us to drop everything and focus on bringing the kid in. You're not going to do that, she says. You appear to be building something out there. Let's play out this trust angle and see if we can get Emma to come to you. We believe that every time she projects her dreams, she opens herself up to whoever she's after. She can't hide forever, says Kirsten. So that's a good indication of kind of what Illuminati are all about. They're like, do we want to save this little girl who has magic powers? Not really. Do we want to use her for our own selfish gain? Abso-fucking-lutely. The one who sends the plagues. Ah, okay. We shall see. I think I want to do a little bit more questies in the area we came from earlier. Which was it though? Was it not here? It was like it was a house that had a bunch of cool shit in it. But I didn't think, was it this one, the Smith's computer? It's actually not too far off from here. Let's go back. And not fight a bunch of extra, nope, never mind. I'm gonna fight this lady again. How am I doing? I'm doing well, Kubos. I'm doing well. We finished Majora's Mask earlier, which was a great time. Of course, that game is awesome, and we were near the end anyway, so I knew we were gonna finish it, and I wanted to stream a little more tonight. So we're just continuing, as you can see, Secret World Legends, which is a game I had started previously, about a month and a half or so ago. And there's still a lot to be done, although we're getting close to the end of the 3rd chapter, and then there's one more full chapter after that, and then kind of a bonus, mostly incomplete chapter that I've never seen at all before. So a lot of this game is like me replaying it for old time's sake, where there's a lot I've yet to experience. And I'll be glad to, because there's a lot of cool shit in this game to enjoy. I think we're going up this way. Here we go. Coffee bot comes with a... Oh, nice. Well, is it just a regular Kit Kat, Rico, or is it like a special Kit Kat? Coffee and a Kit Kat. Yeah, it sounds like a good combo for sure. We already checked upstairs. So yeah, I kind of am curious about this stuff with more of the Smiths, the people who were, I guess, her parents or her family or her guardians, I guess. Yeah, we were playing Pumpkin Hammerman Simulator 2020. Well, 2012 actually, because that's when this game originally came out. Super Hobbit, hey, he's all right. He's okay. He's okay. You should check out Kubo's Cube though. He's a pretty cool dude, in my slightly biased opinion. Tim Tam, I've seen Tim Tams on the store shelves, but I've never tried one before. Coffee and Tim Tams. Oh wow. Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, man. Like we're talking hot coffee, so it kind of like melts it. Is that what we're talking? That sounds dope. Non-regular ones aren't popular there? Well, I mean, I guess I should say non-regular, meaning just not the vanilla, or, well, just plain chocolate, because I know in other countries they got, like, some really weird options. But yeah, if there's not a lot of this in Spain, then that's fine, too. Even just the regular Kit Kats are fine. They're really good. They don't really survive long on sale. Yeah, that's a good point too. They probably wouldn't stay in stock terribly long. Just the novelty of them. I want to try the green tea Kit Kats from Japan at some point, just because I've heard those were a lot of fun. And you can order them online, obviously, but it's kind of expensive, so I keep holding off. Smiths abandoned their research equipment at the hot springs because Mrs. Smith became exposed to the filth. Okay, I think that confirms that the breach is full of filth-laden things and entities, for better or for worse. Answers to be found in the research, but we need to complete the research first. Go to Japan just to try the Kit Kats? I mean, that would be one of many reasons, but yes, I very much so would enjoy that a lot. You've had the green tea ones, and they're awesome. Yeah, I've heard they're incredible. Spanish guys in Japan. Oh, that sounds great. They do have a lot, yeah. I mean, there's a lot I would want to experience, but many snacks and food things would absolutely be on the list, because that would be wonderful.
It's been 2 days since Julia was exposed to the corrupted anima. And while we've been able to slow down the infection, it's still spreading. We've attempted injections of undiluted, farmed anima, but so far... We knew the risk was high, going to the hot springs for samples, but it was a risk worth taking. With such a high concentration of pure corrupted anima, pure filth, we couldn't afford to pass it up. Emma.
I wonder if this is after the events of the first cutscene we saw.
They are not good dreams.
What do you... Do you see anything?
Oh yes. Everything. The black dreams are inside her. And they are not just whispering. They're shouting. She's very strong. She's very brave. I know she doesn't like me, but...
She likes you.
Please, Winston. I know what she thinks of me. I'm just a lab rat in her head. You care. I don't blame her. She believes she's doing the right thing. You all did.
I'm sorry.
No. You're not.
I'm not confident she'll make it. The exposure was minimal, but in this form it doesn't take much. If I could only get back out there, collect more samples, I might be able to distill it, make sense of it. The equipment is ready, everything is ready. But those creatures guarding the site are a hell of a lot worse than the vampires and half-breeds and shapeshifters. Without armed escort, it's futile. I'm also having dreams. Emma remains unaffected. She's resistant to the corruption, and not only that, she can fight it, destroy it. Her anima is massively elevated and extremely active. It's unlike anything we've seen before in any of our subjects. It's fascinating. I need to find a way to use that. She might be our final hope.
Sounds like we have our work cut out for us. Get some more damn samples. Said most of them are kind of so-so. Really, that's kind of disappointing. Because I would hope they'd be awesome. Oh, JD, what's up, dude? Hey, yo, good to see you, buddy. We actually finished up Majora's Mask earlier. We did 100% all of them. I had to beat Majora twice, actually. But it worked out because I kind of wanted to beat him twice. Because the first time in the Zora challenge on the moon, I accidentally landed upon the first exit before, like the correct exit, before I could find the heart piece. And I didn't realize you could just say no to the question of giving him masks to just restart it. So I gave him all the masks and then it whisked me away. And then I couldn't get the heart piece again, so I had to. So we fought Majora once without the Fierce Deity Mask, just for fun, and then the second time through, got the last heart piece, and then fought with Fierce Deity Mask, like the true ending, which is always satisfying because it makes any boss battle in that game a complete cakewalk. So since we finished Majora's Mask, I'm getting back into this game because we're getting pretty close to being done with this one. Well, relatively, we're like nearing the end of the 3rd chapter. Then there's one more full chapter after that. To common give. Yeah, they're colorful, like they're fun and like lighthearted. That's nice. In fact, JD, for those who are wondering, Not Your Stream, I'm gonna give him a shout out real quick. Not Your Stream is my man JD, who is one of my 3D Zelda randomizer co-op compatriots, an excellent dude, along with Gratafi, who has been in the channel a whole bunch. And JD actually lived in Japan for about a year or two ago, and is a verified expert on Zelda, but also a verified expert on cool Japan shit. So, there's anybody who knows the cool shit about Japan and the things to do and see, then he is the dude. Not just a dude, the dude. Now I want Kit Kat. Yeah, we're talking about the different multi-flavored Kit Kat variants in Japan, which of course is, you know, very well known amongst many. Here's the van. Use the kit to collect some samples. Alright, well, seems like that's where we're going. Well, gee, guys, what do you think about this cave? Well, it looks filth-laden and awful, so this is clearly the place to be. Let's get some stuff from the filth pools. And these guys are gonna leave us alone, right? Do I, like, step into it? Ouch. Oh, now I gotta fight this guy. Okay, well, fine. This Black Spring Zameo. ZMEU. Never heard that term before. Let's get Living Flame in here. This dude's always a party. lot of HP. Can I kill him before he does the big thing? Nope, that's okay. Ouch. Sometimes it's like, I can kill him before he does the charge up thing. Other times, not so much. It's like maybe there's like a specific pool we have to find. Use the Orochi kit to collect samples from the filth pools. Yes, these bubbling... Ouch. Primordial oozes of black ink grossness. This is the filth we've referred to previously. They call it corrupted anima. There's a number of things that like can be used to describe the filth, but yeah, it pretty much permeates all the bad shit in this game, and it corrupts anything that it comes in contact with. Thankfully, us as a player character, we have ways to like fight it and resist it, but even still, it can be very annoying to deal with. This pool in particular looks special. Let's see if this one's the guy. Like, step in it maybe. There we go. Of course, there's these guys everywhere. Can't really tell what they are. They're not like flesh golems. They're like these big, muscly gorilla things, ape creature things, with like no hair on them or anything, just big and scary looking. Analyzing. Boop. There we go. It's weird that the first few didn't work. Maybe they will work now, though. Oh god, I have 10 stacks of filth, which is gonna do a lot of damage over time. See, this one's not working. The Black Spring Zamu. There we go. There's like a sweet spot you have to stand. Oh, I see. Where's the sweet spot for this one? I wanna. There we go. There's the sweet spot. Cool. All right, so let's do this to cleanse the filth from us. Yeah. Kind of like troll-like, honestly. The trolls are the big dudes. Cave trolls from Lord of the Rings. A pretty appropriate comparison, I think. Kill the Elder Zameo and use the kit to collect samples from the filth that they leave behind. And I think that means just any of these guys, right? Oh wait, no, it's gonna be over this way. Specific kind of Zameo. The Elder Lads. Yeah, they're like gorilla ape troll things. These guys are like bigger and scarier, although they have less hit points for some reason. I guess elders means that they're like less weird. Less like beefy and more wise but less physically capable. There's some corrupted humans. A filth warped bather? Bather? Does it mean he was like bathing in the filth? And analyze your shit. There we go. Thank you very much. Filth warped bather. Oh, we have to come back here later, I think. This rings a bell. Oh, I think you can see part of the breach from here, actually. Also, I think this guy killed our buddy. Oh, we get an investigation quest, sure. It's called Panic Room for some reason. This poor man was completely covered by filth and needed to be put out of his misery. Who was he? Some poor local at the wrong place at the wrong time, or could there be more to it? And was he alone? Let's find out. Oh, no, I want to investigate him. No, I want to like inspect him. Oh, never mind. I just have to look for more victims. Okay. Oh, no, it's okay, Kubos. No, it's all good, baby. It's all good, baby. Oh, wow, that did a lot of damage. What the hell? He just, like, fucking deleted my health bar for a second there. What the crap? Yeah, that was scary. Jesus. There we go. Got that. They're just gonna cleanse that bad shit from us. I'm curious what, like, got us. Something just, like, fucked me up real bad. Like little bits of damage. Little bits of damage. I want to see what the big one was. I think it did like thousands of damage, and I want to know what it was. Filth damage. Maybe it was like a crazy stack of filth damage. That must have been it. Yeah. Somehow his filth exposure was like multiplied by 1 billion or something. I don't know. That was dumb. I don't like it. Find a path leading farther down into the hot springs, which is clearly like where a lot of this filth is permeating. We gotta see what that's all about then. It seems like so much of the time in this game, this filth, this oily, tendril-filled substance full of tentacles and nightmares is like it frequently bubbles up from very deep below the earth and causes bad shit across the board. Find the source of the filth. Wouldn't that be nice? However, we gotta kill this guy first. It also occurs to me there's this recurrent theme of dreams. There, we saw a lot of that in the Tyler Freeborn quests. There was a frequent mention of dreams and some like dreamlike sequences. Emma refers to like the black nightmares and the dreams that she sees in others, as well as well, that she sees while she's sleeping. Ouch. So it's like the filth not only infects physical beings, but also like ideas and like spectral entities and that kind of thing. It's like it manifests in different ways, which is interesting but spooky. Interesting but spooky. That's my fetish. Also, we haven't found any more dudes. We need to find more survivors, I do believe. Yeah, oh wait, no, maybe it was back this way actually. Maybe I should do that first. Or filth victims nearby. Yes, there's this guy. Yeah, I was supposed to go deeper in this area. Didn't see any people in here though. Maybe it didn't look good enough. Lore nearby. Ooh. Can learn more about these lads. Let's get learnt. The, what's that word? Celotalt Taram signal. The ogre parlance. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. So it's like a folklore giant. Or something like that, I don't know. Interesting, but yeah, I do not know. There's so much that I do not know. So we're looking for victims, whether they be alive or dead. Something make my bread. Grind his bones to make my bread. Now, would bones really be useful for making bread? I don't really need calcium to make bread, do we? Also, it's nice that these guys leave me alone. Oh, I spoke too soon. You guys know any like dead guys that could be involved at all? Looking for some victims of filthy good times. So I'm not gonna tank these hits because there's 2 of them. And that's twice as spooky. Because that's how numbers work. A lot of hit points. Although we already got almost 1. There we go. There we go. There we go. Can I get the lore, please? I would like some lore. Thank you. Delicious. Good job from that. Thank you. The Zamei are Zamei, not just stories in Bakas County, but they are lumbering realities. Chthonic beasts are long of arm and pale of skin. The Zameu's teeth are sharp, molars sturdy, for the rending of flesh and the grinding of bones to make bread, obviously. They wander the Carpathian Fangs, which is where we are. Whatever they were between story and reality, has been corrupted by a parasite. They bathe in the filth-infested hot springs. The infection spreads. Where they once were the dreams of frightened children, now they are walking dreams of the dreamers who sleep just beyond space. That's metal AF. Doesn't really tell us a whole lot, but it is cool. Also, maybe there's like a area above us? Because I'm looking around and I see no dudes. And it seemed like there was maybe a path leading upwards. So maybe that's where we must go. Let's keep meandering. Meandering and perhaps even gallivanting. Also, I'm just gonna go as fast as I can because I don't want to fight these dudes a million times. Alright, you know what? It's gonna be that way. You want to fight me so bad, I guess I will oblige you. Oh, I didn't do the thing. There we go. It's like, where'd the ability go? It just didn't fire. I have to be careful. These are the guys that like hit me for like 1,000,000 damage earlier. Oh, I missed the other guy. There we go. Okay. So now that that's done, yeah, maybe it will just kind of loop around then. Excuse me, I'm just gonna swoosh on by. See, you didn't even see me. Stealth Master 69,000. So right now we're in Transylvania, well, modern day Romania, and we're gallivanting about with vampires and werewolves. You know, the kind of the standard folklore bad guys of like this part of the world. However, now we're finding, surprise, surprise, that the filth is involved. Hence the giant tendrils and nightmare tentacles, all that jazz. And we're seeing these ape-like creatures have been infected by them as well. So we're like trying to explore deeper and also danker into these hot springs, which appears to be a source of the filth. We're trying to like get more of them tasty deets. Yeah, doing the vampire stuff. However, not for much longer because we're approaching the end of this chapter. I think the story stuff, we're 24 out of 29, so we're getting pretty close. We'll be soon happening upon this thing called the Breach, which I think is actually not too far from here. However, I see some tasty lore, and I'm a fan of the lore nuggets. I like dipping them in hot sauce. Delicious. How you doing, by the way, JD? And also, are you on a scale of 0 to 69? How excited are you for Ocarina of Time Randomizer Co-op Part 2 Electric Boogaloo, featuring spicier settings that don't allow us to beat the game in like 2 hours? Because that was nuts. Slavic Romanian. So here we go. Bedtime stories tell of the Zame. These dudes. They are the lumbering brutes of the fairy tales in the land beyond the forest. Oh, right. So like the Jack and the Beanstalk. They come from underground, from the outer world. The story says Zameo can change form, fly, and holds titanic strength in each arm. They embody greed, crawl from their dank, oh there it is, dank abysses to take valuable treasures and kidnap beautiful maidens. Once, go the stories, they stole the sun and moon from the sky, condemning humanity to darkness. That's fucking mean, but kinda dank as hell, and metal as hell. More solid schedule? Oh yeah, I will absolutely check that, because that is a good thing to be aware of. Because I'm free pretty much all day. I can do literally anytime. Literally anytime. 4 a.m., I'm there. 42 o'clock, you got it. Well, okay, maybe not impossible times, but yes. Any time of the day sounds good. Also, this guy's very selfishly in my way, so I'm gonna free him from his being alive, the burden of being alive. Also, there's a giant fucking meat golem, and this is a dead end overall. There's also a filth guardian here, which is surprising to see. Here's the source of the filth, or at least it's leading to it. Stalker in Darkness. Do I have to kill this guy? I do. Alright, Stalker in Darkness. Sorry, it's not you, it's me. Yeet! Let's get Flame Buddy in here. There we go. Living Flame, it's all you, my dude. Ooh, we got buddies. But which buddy is the real buddy? Probably the one that's damaged the most. Yeah, probably that guy. I think these dudes are just like distractions. So we'll continue to focus this lad. Got his ass. Collect a filth sample from the source. I would love to. Also, here's another dude. Doesn't say that he is a The filth victim, just he's a dead guy. Just dead from something. So, this is the filth source then. So let's get ourselves a sample. Bloop. And now I have 10 stacks of filth on me, so let's cleanse that real quick. But if we're saying this is the source of the filth, the hot springs that are very much obviously infected, coming from somewhere. The Orochi laptop. Oh, over here. Oh, we have a MS Paint masterpiece. Hell yeah, dude. 20 minutes from now. Yeah, 20 minutes from now. 24 hours uninterrupted. Doing that shit. Picking up explosive charges. Okay, now you're speaking my language. We're gonna plug up that hole? Hell yeah. Blow that shit up. It's gonna collapse this shit. Use the laptop to activate the explosives. Ah, yes, the blow shit up app. There's an app for that. Anything over here before I blow this thing and go home? Execute blowshitup.exe. Alright, Living Flame, I'm gonna ask you to maybe not stand there. Confirm. Alright. Get the fuck out of Dodge before it blows my dick off. Living Flame's like, I don't give a fuck. Oh! It just kind of summoned what looks like a bunch of poop. Which is, you know, also appropriate. Yeah, 1-2 Void. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for sure. We'll do Kubos's first. And I think there might be like a 10-minute cooldown in between. Gives us some new filth strains to put under the microscope. We're getting somewhere, but other than piled up pizza boxes, I haven't actually seen anything concrete come out of the lab. Wait, you're telling me that piled up pizza boxes aren't a sign of progress in a lab? Expectation is to overcharge for a cure just in time for the apocalypse. Employee discounts, of course. So there it is. There's the Illuminati being like, hey man, we're gonna like save the world, but we want to like, you know, what's in it for us? How can we do this to increase our bottom line? I'd love to show what happened. I'd love to know what happened to the Smiths. I'd also love for us to stay away from all things Orochi. Mixed signals, maybe? Welcome to corporate. We do whatever we have to cover our asses, they say. Also, Bobbit the Hobbit. That is an excellent screen name in my incredibly biased opinion. It's good to see you, my friend. From one Hobbit to another, I welcome you. Thank you, my friends, for being here. Hope everyone is doing well. Bobbit the Hobbit. What a good fucking name, dude. Holy shit. Thank you so much for that raid, dude. That's very kind. Give you a quick shout out, my dude. Or dudette, I shouldn't assume. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. Oh, in fact, I'm just gonna do the hot copy paste. Bam. There we go. Thank you, friends, for joining. We are playing a kind of an obscure game called Secret World Legends. A single-player, focused, shared world RPG. Kind of plays like an MMO, but it's not really an MMO. It's kind of a weird one, but it's a game I played back in the day, and I loved it. I loved it then, and I still love it, really. So I'm kind of playing it for old time's sake. But thank you, Baba. That's very kind. Doing some Breath of the Wild, dude. Hell yeah, man. I'm always all about the Zelda stuff, man. Now I have to know: is it a first-time playthrough, or is it a you've played it before and you're like going through like hero mode or something, like just like a different playthrough? Pokemon and the NASA. Oh, I haven't seen that one, JD. Second time playing it. Nice, dude. Are there certain parameters to this playthrough, like if it's hero mode or something you're doing to like mix it up? Still in easy mode? I mean, you can say it's easy mode. I would say it's still hard though. I think it's still a challenging game. But yes, thank you, Bobbit. Think it's very generous of you. We actually just beat Majora's Mask earlier. At the beginning of the stream, we were at the very, very end of Majora's Mask. We completed that all the way through, 100% playthrough. I actually had to beat Majora twice, because in the final, like, moon trials at the end, I accidentally went to the correct path in the Zora challenge and missed one of the heart pieces. So I had to beat it twice to get all the heart pieces, obviously. But it's okay, because I kind of wanted to fight Majora once without Fierce Deity Mask and once with Fierce Deity Mask. So it kind of worked out. So yeah, definitely all about Zelda. We're actually doing Ocarina of Time Randomizer co-op with Not Your Stream, who's in the chat right now, as well as our friend Gritafi, which should be fun too. So thank you from one Hobbit and from one Zelda fan to another. It's very generous of you, man. Got it right. Oh, it's very sweet of you, man. Thank you very much, my friend. It's very kind of you. Now, Bobbit, I hope I'm not being like nosy. I just like to Like, I like to learn more about people, like when they raid for sure, but just more about like Zelda proclivities. And thank you for the follow as well, my buddy. What are some of your favorite Zelda games? Obviously Breath of the Wild, because if you've played it once before and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do a second round of it, that must mean you like it, which means you have good taste, by the way, because it's a really good game. But you didn't hear that from me. Yeah, I'm excited for the Ocarina of Time rando tomorrow, man. It's gonna be funsies. Cause we did, in fact, and before we did that, we also did Ocarina. We did Majora's Mask rando with JD and Gratafi as well, which was fun. Yes, eyebrows, exactly. But like I said, this game is fun too. We're playing Secret World Legends. It's very much a Lovecraft inspired and like Stephen King inspired kind of adventure. Lots of cool story stuff. Right now we're in this cave right here, and inside this cave, these evil filth hounds, whatever you want to call them, and there's this notion of what's called the filth, this like black ooze that corrupts anything that touches it. You can see there's like happy, well, maybe not happy, but very menacing tentacles inside this black ooze. It's this awful substance that like kills and corrupts anything that touches it, turns them into mindless zombies and makes them violent. Very spooky shit, but interesting shit for sure. Twilight Princess. Oh, this. You mean this little unknown? Hold up. Give me 1 sec. I always like to flex this. I was flexing it earlier, but it's a good time to bust it out too. This little fella right here. Hey, we were talking about this previously because I'm not a collector really, but I like having a library of games, and I bought this years ago, and it's still in its original packaging. I got the amiibo in there and everything. I just haven't played it yet. Not because I didn't want to. I just kind of didn't get around to it, which is embarrassing to admit, but I want to play it at some point. The problem is, like, I kind of want to keep it in its original packaging. Again, I'm not a collector, but it'd be nice to just keep it in there. So what I'm secretly, very selfishly hoping is that we could get, like, a Switch re-release of Twilight Princess HD, maybe, like, throw in Wind Waker HD. Wouldn't that be dope? I feel like I could dream, so we'll see. But Twilight Princess is excellent. Cannot say I blame you. That's a hella good one. Even though you're tired of it. I mean, that's the thing, too. I played a lot of Ocarina of Time, so playing Majora's Mask was a good, like, refreshing change of pace, because I played a lot of OOT over the years, so it's nice to mix it up. Majora's Mask and Breath of the Wild, hell yeah. Solid choice. Majora's Mask. I remember JD said that, yeah, Majora's Mask might be his favorite game. Correct me if I'm wrong, JD, but that Majora's Mask might be the top of all time. Of all time, not just Zelda games. But Minish Cap is dope as hell. Oh, and Skyward Sword, yeah, I like Skyward Sword a lot. I know people understandably don't all love it, but I think it's great. I'm impressed that that's your number 2, Mr. JD, because yeah, it's a really good one. I don't think it gets the love it deserves. I think it's really good. Personally. No, like in the back of your hand. I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit this, but I've only played Twilight Princess all the way through once, and in a similar sense, did like everything, 100%, play through all that jazz. But I will confess that, yeah, I need to, I owe it to myself to replay it, and I think the HD version is a good way to do it. Skyward Sword's good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. I say it's good. I think it's good. Malarkey, he says. Yeah, I know. And actually, confession time. The Majora's Mask playthrough we completed earlier, that was my first time playing that game all the way through since it first came out in 20 years, which means I'm old AF. Old as AF. And of course, it was a great playthrough. I'm glad I was able to do it and see it all the way through, but it's like, oh shit, I'm embarrassed it took me that long. And Discoy Dad, I hope I didn't mispronounce your name too horribly. Thank you for that follow as well, my friend. Some OOT. Oh, what's up, Tech Dude? Yeah, I'm excited for it, man. It should be fun. Yeah, we got some OOT rando with our boy JD as well as Gratafi, another one of our friends. And Madness Creates, thank you so much as well for that follow. Thank you all for being here, guys. And thank you all who joined in from Bobbit's raid. A genuinely awesome dude or dudette. Again, I'm not gonna assume, but the fact that this person is a fellow Hobbit and a fellow Zelda fan, I mean, what's more could I possibly ask for? Honestly, what could I possibly ask for more? What's there to dislike? We're playing a game right now that is not Zelda, but like I said, we have more Zelda in our future, which is a good future to look forward to. The reason I'm kind of lingering is because there's another side quest I took on, but I don't know where to go for it, so I'm gonna go back into this awful cave, assuming I can. It looks like it's actually kind of a one-way exit. Let me see if I can warp back into there. This is a little bit awkward, unfortunately. Block of ice over that way. How the hell did I get in here? I think it was over this way. Kind of a bummer I can't get back up there, but I guess that's my own damn fault for jumping down. We can go back through the entrance, though. I think the cave entrance is down this way. And Decavolti as well. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you all for being here, guys. It's, again, I really appreciate people hanging out with us for a bit. Totally not. Yeah, it's like sobering, right? It's like, dude, 2000 was 20 years ago. What the hell, man? Shit's wild. Also, it occurs to me that the only way out of here is by following that path that we took. So we took a side quest, which is to say that we found a victim of the filth that had been driven mad, and we had to put him out of his misery. However, there was an implication that there might be more victims of the filth somewhere down here, so we're looking for more of them. So that's why it says look for other filth victims nearby. Oh, and of course there's some bad guys who decide they want us to pay us a little visit. Oops. Oh, there we go. See, yeah. So it's like, I try to, like, sometimes I'll say, like, my dude, and then I'll be like, wait a second. I can't assume everyone's a dude. There also exist dudettes on this planet. I know, it's weird, but they exist out there. So I try to be, you know, considerate of these things. But sometimes I still slip and I'll just say dude without thinking it. Duders and dudettes. 2000 was. I know. It's like you can see the little numbers and angles and triangles and cosines, like the little mathematical symbols flying around my head when that realization came to me. Because yeah, I played the Majora's Mask all the way through when it first came out. Me and my brother 100%ed it. We like took turns. Also, the filth has happy little tentacles, but we don't worry about the happy little tentacles. It's very weird and a little bit unsettling, but yeah, that's one of the many things that makes the filth such an odd and weird thing to experience. But it's somewhere around here, allegedly. But anyway, yeah, so we played it all the way through, but I haven't touched it since. I've mentioned before that Majora's Mask is great, but it's kind of intimidating, I think, if you haven't played it in a while, just because there's so much to do and so much to keep track of. Obviously, the Bomber Journal helps, but still, it's a pretty spicy game, and it's a really hard game. Even just like the dungeons, I think, are a lot harder than OOT. So there were times where I was like, oh man, I want to play 3D Zelda, but I don't know if I'm like worthy, you know, for Majora's Mask. So yeah, let's use our headlamp, by the way. So it's like I don't know if I'm worthy necessarily. So it was a game that I like wanted to play through again, but I was always like, I don't know, maybe I should just stick with what I know. But I was glad to revisit it. And again, with JD and Gritafi, we did Majora's Mask Randomizer. When that got enabled with ModLoader 64, the tool we use, I was like, oh man, I need to get like relearnt on this game. So that's kind of what inspired me to get back into a casual playthrough of it. Looking for some filth victims. Y'all seen any like filth victims out here that we could just, you know, actually I don't know what to do when we find them. Hopefully it'll be something obvious. Looking for some dudes or dudettes. Pursuant to the conversation earlier. Environment is damaging me. Well, that's not nice. Can I like walk up this? It's like a spiral kind of sequence here. Happy to stream it. Oh, that's sweet of you to say, JD. JD's he's a big old sweetheart, and I've been friends with JD for a long time. He's suffered my bullshit for a long time, rather. And Nightmare Protocol, what? Dude, you're the second person to raid me within like 10 minutes. What the heck is going on, dude? Thank you, Nightmare Protocol. An excellent streamer and an excellent streamer friend. What a cool dude. Nightmare Protocol, how are you doing, my friend? For those who don't know, Nightmare Protocol is on the same stream team of mine. In fact, if you were thinking to yourself, this Alex guy, he seems okay, but I want more. I want like more types of people kind of like this guy. Make sure you follow, well, for one thing, make sure you follow Nightmare Protocol and follow Bobbit for that matter, because that dude's cool. That person's cool as hell. However, also click that link for the kingdom and like follow all the cool people on that list, because in my extremely biased opinion, I think they're pretty cool. But you didn't hear that from me, but I did say it, so you did hear it from me, actually. But thank you, Nightmare Protocol. How was your stream? I see here, let me scroll up. Oh, some ESO. Hey, we also are playing a MMO that bucks some MMO trends. So hell yes, I'm definitely down for that shit. How'd the game go? You were telling me you've made a bunch of characters, right? You're running like 3 or 4 characters right now, right? What about Second Breakfast? I do know about Second Breakfast, Pip. Dude, yeah. Dude, actually, speaking of Second Breakfast, yeah, so for dinner last night, Grace and I actually went to a diner. Just like, it's like a nice diner near here, but we went to a diner for takeout, and then this morning, Obviously we cooked regular breakfast for breakfast. So yeah, it occurred to me like this morning. I was like, holy shit, we're having second breakfast. Starting this year off to a good freaking start, man. If it was another Hobbit raid, there's a few other streamers I know that have Hobbit themes to them. There's actually a gentleman who I know of. I'm sure he has no idea who I am. But a gentleman whose name is, well, his name was the Happy Hobbit. It's now just Happy Hob. He had to change his screen name. He's actually a pretty popular streamer. He had to change his screen name because I think there was either concern that the Tolkien estate was going to be like not happy with him using the name Hobbit, because I think it is technically a copyright protected term, or he like got reached out to directly by the people that, you know, the people that kind of run the legal stuff of the Tolkien estate, and for whatever reason, yeah, he was implored to change his name. So it's like, that's a little bit unfortunate, right? But I can think of a few other streamers that have very obvious Lord of the Ring isms to their name, which, you know, makes me happy, obviously. 2010 was 10 years ago. Yeah, it's fucking wild, dude. And how 1990, yeah, was the beginning of, yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, so 20 years ago was 2000, the year 2000, and 30 years ago was the beginning of the year 2020. So, yep, that all checks out. That math all absolutely checks out. Up to 3 characters. Number 4 is the Mid-Year Mayhem. Okay, so I want to know about the Mid-Year Mayhem Nightmare Protocol. Is like an ESO experience, like event experience, or is that something that you do with your stream specifically? Because I desire the knowledge. I need to feed my brain with all kinds of forbidden know-how so that I can become more powerful and more dangerous. I'm doing well, though. I appreciate you being here. Thank you again for that raid. For anybody who is even slightly interested in ESO, make sure you follow Nightmare Protocol, who is a licensed ESO expert running multiple characters like a boss. I'm a scrub when it comes to Bethesda games, and especially Elder Scrolls games, in that I've only played Morrowind. That's literally the only Elder Scrolls game I played. Like a big dumb nerd. However, I love that game. And I do want to try ESO at some point, just because I've heard a lot of encouraging things about it. And, being that I have friendos that play it, I could tap their brains for all kinds of cool info and like tips and tricks for when I inevitably get bodied by that game. 13 years, I know, yes, our friendship is a teenager. I have about the maturity of a teenager, of a 13-year-old, so that's on brand. Still, I can't find, oh, wait, so earlier I was talking about maybe trying to like go up a floor, and I can see stuff up there, but I don't see any obvious indication of how to get up there. But again, we're looking for, like, some filth victims, wherever they might be. You know, I see a thing over there. Could that be it, maybe? Hold on, we're making friends. There's a thing over there. I see a little spot on the ground. The problem is the bad guys here respawn so quickly. Exploring here to find corpses is a fool's errand, it seems. Events in ESO. Oh, okay, so right now it's the New Life Festival. So the Mid-Year Madness is going to be something for later on, I'm guessing. Also, we decided to fight a second one of these guys, because one of these big murder apes troll dudes wasn't enough, apparently. There we go. I'm waiting for my stuff to recharge. There we go. I can spank him good now. The problem is we're like, hold on, we cleanse the filth. Cleanse the bullshit. We did a lot of damage to one earlier, but then the other one decided to pop in, so it's like having to juggle all these combat situations. There we go, and I can get close. It's always satisfying getting something really large with that eruption ability and just yeeting them into the sun. Yeah, the rebellious thing. Yeah, the rebellious teenage years. Heck you, Dad. You can't tell me what to do. I'll start uncensoring my hex. Also, yeah, the little shiny spot I saw on the ground was nothing special. It's just a shiny spot. That's disappointing. Oh! Oh, it's skeletal remains. Oh, okay, and he had some keys. I just completely stumbled upon it, but I'll take all the credit. I'll say I totally did it on purpose. On purpose, even. Gotta get to a cabin. Hey, that's good. That's kind of where I want to go next anyway. So... oh god, I'm still corrupted here. Let's cleanse the filth. There we go. Get it out of here. Certifiable, but not an expert. Well, once you pass that certification and you get your ESO license, and they give you your ESO company vehicle, and your ESO brand, and your Bethesda branded badge and gun, then we'll talk. But no, all memes, jokes aside, thank you again to Nightmare Protocol. Sorry, I forget how to talk sometimes. To Nightmare Protocol as well as to Bobbit for 2 very generous raids. My goodness. Like I said, we finished Majora's Mask earlier today, which was awesome, and we got Ocarina of Time Rando co-op with some friendos, which is going to be a great time. I'll go and ask you guys, what do you guys have planned for, like, any special streams? Like, now that New Year's has passed, Christmas and holiday stuff has passed, do you have any, like, things coming up special where you're like, oh man, I'm jazzed to start this, or I'm like gonna be doing this thing with this people? If you have anything to plug away, my friends. My general rule for self-promotion is to do the shit out of it. Obviously, like, you know, don't like try to like actively draw people away, but plug away, especially if you raid me, because that's like, dude, you've already done me a huge solid by raiding me. The least I can do is be like, tell me about your cool shit. That way I can, you know, stalk you and follow your gaming activities and be creepy. Actually, I don't want to be creepy, but you know, that way we can all learn more about like the cool stuff you got coming up. That way, if there was anybody in the chat who was like, I don't know, this Bobbit person, yeah, maybe this Nightmare Protocol, I don't know, I want to know more about what they're doing, then I'll hit them with the follow. It's like that'll push them over the edge, right? That'll launch them into certainty. Try the bedroom key on the 2nd floor door. Does that mean it worked? Oh, or are we locking the door? What actually just happened? Front door and the other one's back door. So the bedroom key didn't fit, and the wait, hold on. Doesn't fit, and the door itself is brand new and is reinforced. So the keys are old then. Okay. These keys are of no use, might as well leave them here. Okay. So the person that left these keys, they would have died a long time, well, before a lot of the events that we've seen in this game. So, okay, that was kind of a dud of a quest, and it just kind of was like, okay, nothing worked. I guess it taught us that the research team, when the research team died previously, I guess maybe the people here were worried that they were going to come back as zombies. They were like, all right, we're going to change all the locks and just like wipe our hands clean of the whole situation. Got your official sort of... That's true. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, or a couple days ago. JD, yeah, we said that JD is a certified expert now, and that the power has 100% gone to his head. He's absolutely going to rule the world one day. So, you know, I for one welcome our JD overlords, but like, you know, not everyone will go so quietly into that dark night. Some motherfucking Hitman 3. Oh, dude, that sounds dope. I have a friend who's a huge Hitman game, and he sent me a couple like gameplay videos of 1 and 2, because I've only played the original 1 and 2, like the early 2000s Hitman 1 and 2. I haven't played the reboot, and I really want to, because I've heard the reboot games are incredible, and 3 looks just equally awesome. The Dongo said, oh, I remember that. That's how you got it. Yeah. Because you were like, man, I have bomb chews. I see the Dodongo's head. Do I want to go through this whole dungeon, or can I speedrun that shit like a boss? And JD nailed it because he's a fucking homie. And yeah, now we all revere and fear his unlimited power. So again, you know, it is something that you know, true respect is gained by like impossible Zelda knowledge and skill, and also, you know, desperate amounts of fear. So that's kind of how it goes now, and it worked. It did work, and it has gone to it's gone to his head, as it should though. I mean, you know, with that kind of power, I mean, how could it not go crazy? The general reason we're here in this game, by the way, is we've been tracking. So we're in Transylvania, which is like basically modern day Romania. There's vampires and werewolves, all kinds of spooky mythological shit going on, and we saw a lot of references to this thing called the Filth, this evil black ooze with tentacles growing out of it, where anytime it touches somebody, it corrupts them, turns them into violent zombies that become mad with power and that kind of stuff. And there's also indications that like any kind of paranormal thing can also be corrupted. So like ghosts and specters and maybe even gods can be corrupted by the Filth. It's really evil shit. And we've heard about this thing called the Breach, and there was this little girl called Emma who has some kind of tie to the Breach, and there's something that the evil dudes, the vampires, want to extract from the Breach, and whatever's in there wants to kill Emma specifically, and we don't know why, but this is her family's computer. So with some side quests, we're learning more about why Emma is important, because she's, I think, still around. what's inside the breach, what the vampires want with inside the breach, and why whatever's in the breach wants Emma. So let's cutscene it up, baby. Ancient Romanian soldier. Oh, Roman soldiers. Okay. Still linger at the Roman baths. Let's cutscene it up then. Aiming for bomb shoes. Yeah, it's easier than it looks, right? Or I'm sorry, harder than it looks. The opposite of easier.
They're getting worse. A lot worse. Emma. I mean the subject. Emma. Emma is reacting strongly to the psychic disturbances at the site. We've been taking readings at the ruins and have confirmed there is a high degree of spectral noise emanating from what we believe to be dense subterranean pockets of corrupted anima. In layman terms, filth.
Sordid. Tenebra.
What's that?
Her sensitivity appears to be growing, and she's started picking up on everything that...
Jesus.
Tell them to stop digging.
Who? Who's digging?
The soldiers. Please, you need to stop them. The eagle killed them all. But they're still there, and they're not getting any peace. They're in so much pain. I can feel it. I can hear them screaming inside. They dug too deep.
This is a recurring theme. It appears to directly pertain to excavations at the baths. Before the breach, we found evidence of activity by Roman legionnaires around 100 AD. They were trying to reach the engine. They were way off, but close enough to be affected.
Too deep.
As far as we can tell, before the Romans were able to reach the veins, they were all slaughtered. We have to assume by some outside agency.
Sleep now.
If we can get an accurate reading of the signals that Emma's receiving...
Too deep.
It would really benefit our research.
Okay, so most of that we had already heard about. However, they made mention of, there was something else in there. There was another proper noun. Well, they talked about the Roman legionnaires in 100 AD digging into this place. The engine, right, because we learned about the anima engines in the very beginning of the game through the Blue Mountain areas. So if the indication is that within this mountain is another filth engine or anima engine that can be powered up and unleashed upon the world, and that would be bad. We don't want these filth sources to be unleashed upon the world because it causes bad shit to happen, and I want less bad shit, more good shit. 2020 was enough bad shit. We need to like bring in more of the good stuff. So we got to go back to the hot springs, right? Oh no, we're going somewhere completely different. Oh, these areas. Okay, well, let's hop on our spider motorcycle, which is a thing we have, and go to the Roman baths. I thought the hot springs were the baths, but I guess not. A glitch in Ocarina of Time. Oh, I've seen that glitch before, Kubos. Yeah, I've never done it myself, but I know of it. So just a crap ton of bottles. Oh no. Back in time to get bomb shoes. And oh yeah, bomb shoes will work in a pinch in Ocarina of Time. You got bomb shoes in Ocarina of Time as a, just tanking the damage kind of explosion. Then in Majora's Mask, you get the bomb mask, which also comes in clutch. But yeah, it's not always a great idea, but it will work. An amazing skip and dude, one can only hope. I don't know if I've ever done any cool skips. I mean, we were talking about like bomb jumps at one point. There's the well-known glitches, obviously. It'd be kind of fun to like accidentally stumble upon like a new glitch, but that requires an amount of either luck or tenacity that I definitely don't have, because I mean, I love Ocarina of Time, but like watching people pull off like certain strats and certain glitches in speedruns, that kind of shit, is mind-boggling. I mean, the first time I saw like the wrong warp glitch, well, it completely blew my mind. Actually, there was one point where we had a weird moment. I think I was playing Link to the Past. See if I can dig up the clip really quick. Hold up. Also, so a little bit of lore about the Roman baths. Obey your thirst, it says. The dead water cadence. Very nice. Yeah, let me see if I can find that clip. Thank you, Bobbit. Now I'm looking forward to checking out your stream as well. As from one hobbit to another, us hobbits, we got to stick together. It's scary out there. Scary being a hobbit in a tall person's world. Dream claimed auxiliary. Well, I will claim your dreams, or claim your Memes? I don't know where I'm going with this. But thank you again to Bobbit for that very generous raid. Thank you again to Nightmare Protocol for raiding as well. Lots of generosity, lots of very, very nice people. I don't know what I did to con you nice people into thinking I was worthy of such things, but I appreciate you and your communities for being hella awesome. Also, I want to get more Roman bath lore. I want to get learnt. Yeah, it's a scary and a tall place. Whew. I get spooked out just thinking about it. How does a spider motorcycle man get that there lore? It's like if I could go around, maybe. Let me see if there's another opening out there. But have a great night, my friend. And thank you all for being here. Like I said, I do recognize it is getting quite late. It is 1:40 in the AM in Central Standard Time, so I imagine in other time zones it's like, oh fuck, it's getting late. So if people have to hop off, I totally get it. I will not be offended. I will not be sad if the view count dwindles. I mean, it's just how it goes when it gets late. I don't expect everyone to be as nearly as much of a degenerate as I am. Also, I've been streaming for almost 7 hours. Good lord. So, to be told, I probably won't be going that much later because we got some streams with the boys tomorrow. Saturdays are for the boys. And it'll be a good one. Nothing to plug, but the Twitch channel doing some Minish Cap rando. Dude, that'll be dope, man. I need to, I've mentioned before that I haven't finished a proper playthrough of Minish Cap. And I do own it on the Wii U Virtual Console, so I have 0.0 excuses. So I need to get on that shit, especially so I can watch JD and know what's happening. I mean, I'll watch him anyway, but that way I'll be able to know what's happening and I'll be able to offer advice other than just dumb memes. Like her get the, you know, time to go to Ukiri Forest or Dodongo's Cavern. And JD be like, Alex, not every single game is Ocarina of Time. And I'll be like, yes it is. Don't speak of this blasphemy. Ugh, I can almost reach it. I'm totally trying to like cheese the game like the cheesin' chump that I is. Oh, I got it! Cheesing it. Hell yeah. Playing by the rules is for nerds. Or co-commentate. Oh, that'd be awesome, yeah. Yeah, that'd be really good. So even more reason for me to get like relearnt on the game so I can provide like helpful commentary. That'd be fun. What of the unprotected? Dude, you gotta wear protection. That's how you get pregnant. Fighting Roman soldiers without protection? That's how that's what happened with the Trojan horse, man. Gotta use proper protection. Don't get pregnant with Roman soldiers. Either the voice of the grandmother and the grandfather, Appa Muerta or Appa Valle, should touch the lips of the living. So, Muerta and Valle, or maybe it's just Vi, that's Romanian for death and Romanian for life, I believe, respectively. And yet witness all the things your species is willing to imbibe. Beware the dead water, sweetling. It soaks into depths you cannot possibly fathom. It also sucks into depths you can't possibly fathom. Also accurate. So yes, the waters of life and the waters of death, if they touch the living, then bad shit happens. It's like they were looking for the Fountain of Youth or something. It wasn't Roman, so you're right. Yeah, it's a bit of a botched metaphor, but I was like, it's close enough. But no, it wasn't the what would have been? It would have been... I mean, the Trojans were the ones that initiated. Who were the victims of the Trojan horse? It wouldn't have been the Romans. Who the Trojans have been warring against at the time? Fuck, I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember my history. Macedonia? No, not Macedonia. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'd have to look it up. I'm an incomplete nerd. I'm a fake nerd boy. Get back in the car and fix my garage, fake nerd boy. Oh, it was the Greeks. Oh, okay. At one point, I wanted to say the Greeks, but I was like, that's dumb. It wasn't the Greeks. That's a dumb thing to say, Alex. Stupid. I should have just said it. But it would have been a shot in the dark, though. I wouldn't have been able to say it with confidence. Maybe my fun fact of the day calendar via the history channel that I got from my sister that I read at the start of the stream, maybe that will allow me to get learnt over time. One can only hope one can get learnt properly. Pool of water that babbles. Babbles and babbles, yet the surface lies still. How does the still water babble? Seek the riddle in the ruins of the Roman baths, which I believe is part of the main quest. I think there's a kind of an investigation quest light that we have to do later on here. So we'll be back here soon in the main story. Built in the 2nd century of a transfixed god to serve the small Roman community. The empire stretched even here, sweetling, however thinly. Romans came here, the troublemakers, the disgraced, embarrassing 7th sons, flung to the land beyond the forest, a polite exile to the dark soil that drinks oceans of blood. That's metal AF. The dried out water basin. Alright, well, Sol Invictus, which I think was the Dark Sun or something? No, not the Dark Sun. The something sun, right? Sol is sun, right? I can't remember. I can't remember what that stands for, but we've seen this before, this motif. Roman soldiers, more dudes. Dream claimed auxiliary. And then yeet. I need to get my living flame buddy in here. He's not with us right now. We need the living flame buddy. He's the real life of the party. Bam, there we go. Bloop. Right, then we got some more shades. We've seen these guys before. Swallowed Centurion. Oh my. Bam, there we go. These guys we've seen before, but in different shapes, or different names at least. But the attack pattern is just the same, where they're like, from far away they'll scorpion grapple you to them. But they're not that dangerous. Some more lore. Ew. I cannot withstand the allure of the lore. Oh, I just noticed they got tentacles growing out of them. You know, these guys remind me of Pius from Eternal Darkness. Both in the fact that they're Roman soldiers, but also in the fact that they're like zombified, corrupted dudes. And just the Lovecraft vibes, which is 100% what Eternal Darkness is all about. Also, this guy's gonna fight my living flame buddy, and I can't allow that. Nobody fights living flame bro and gets away with it. Nope. Alright, cool. Now, more filthy basins. Whoa, hello. Thirsting Shade. Oh, he's a thirsty boy. Let's yeet him into the sun. There we go. Summon and destroy the Thirsting Shades. 3 more. Oh, he's got, like, hammer abilities. Aw. I thought I was another cool hammer bro out here. Thankfully, he's, like, focusing all of his energy on Living Flame. Who's about to die, by the way, but that's fine. We can just resummon him. Go ahead and get this one, but I want to get that lore before we get too far. Whoop. So they're all just called Thirsting Shades. 37,000 hit points, so they're not spicy. But we shouldn't have too much trouble. There we go. Got more friends out here. Is there a path that leads anywhere? Oh, I see, it's hiding behind the wall. Okay, sneaky. It's an easy one to miss. He's out of there. One more. But first, getting learned. It is a barren place now. Plants refuse to grow and animals refuse to hide in the cracks. Invisible goosebumps float in the air, soaking into the skin of any who visits. The still water in the basin darkens with a contaminant from the deep springs. Like this one, which has stuff in it. Oh, I guess all 3 of them did. So it's like the embodiment of the filth in the basins becomes the Thirsting Shades. These thirsty boys. I'm gonna get the filth back, or the living flame buddy in here. These guys have a lot of defense. I feel like I'm doing very little damage, but they're doing like peanuts damage to us, so they're just there to be annoying and succeeding. So go deeper and danker into the ruins. I thought you'd never ask. There we go. Nice. Sneak around him. Hit him with the old sneaky snake. No, it's a pretty narrow passageway. There we go. Yeah, I'm being sneaky. Hell yeah. Oh, not sneaky enough for him, though. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone there. I got so excited. A shade from beyond. There's a dude over there that's got like a cool shield on him. I bet he's... I don't know if he is a dude, but he is definitely the dude. Are you a shade from beyond? Or a shade within the beyond? Shade from beyond, alright, cool. Yeet! Oh, I have to kill the dude that's like summoning him. Or powering him up, I guess. Deus Sol Invictus. I feel like I looked that up. Just for another side quest at one point. Sol Invictus. I can't remember. I'd have to look up what it stands for. There we go. I tried to get away, but I stunned him still. Also 37,000 hit points. Yeah, this guy's also a tanky boy. So I guess the dude we saw at the staircase might not necessarily be anything special. Because he had the same thing as this guy had. He had like the shield thing and everything, so nothing else new. There we go. The Great Bath Ruins. Isn't that where I am? Guess this is like more bathier and more ruinous. Oh, okay, I guess I'll fight you. If you insist. Yeah, I don't want to get dragged into like fighting more of these guys if I can help it. There we go. Yeah, like come towards me. It's easier that way. There we go. Now I'm supposed to go that way, but I'm kind of curious about what's over here. I see this big boy, General Blasius. Like there's a... Oh, yeah, there's a investigation quest we have to do here. It involves like connecting star constellations. I remember it was pretty tricky and it took us... It was me and my friends that did it together and it was very hard to figure out. Here we are in the ruins. Summon and kill the evil presence of the baths. Summoning him seems like a weird idea, but killing him? Yeah, probably. Septimus is on the map. Maybe it's Septimu, if it's a silent US noise. Ooh, okay. Oh, we got chained. Bringer of the Beyond. Well, that's a cool sounding title. I'm gonna fight two of these guys. Oh, we lost the living flame buddy. Oh, there's three of them? You kidding me? I don't like go away so I can get this guy to come closer to me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It's all like fight together. And like one big pile of fight shit. Oh, get I'm gonna freaking die, aren't I? If I do die, it's not the end of the world. Just annoying because I have to come back manually. Here, let's stun these guys real quick. Okay, we're good. I want to kill this dude. I guess I can also heal. I only have so many heals per day, but we're near the end of the stream anyway, so we'll be fine. He keeps trying to like drag more dudes. I know what you're doing. I know you're trying to bring me to those lads. I wasn't born yesterday. Or was I? And you stop trying to go towards your buddy, alright? I'm trying to bring your broski into this. Leave the broskis out of this. Yeah, what if you just like come over here, dude? Come over here. We can all be cool. Yeah, see, Living Flame gets it. Yeah. Just doing that bullshit again. Oh, you would do some horse piss like this, wouldn't you? Trying to take a sucker punch in my banana cage, Bilbo? After watching Big Top Burger, I've decided that do you want to take a pot shot into my banana cage, Bilbo, is something I need to say more often, just because that made me very happy when I heard the main villain say that. Also, I think we might have found more sources of the filth. I don't know what it is about this area, but seeing all this evil shit seems pretty encouraging to me. Now the oozing, like filth tumors out here are pretty good indication that we're going the right way. The vapor analysis. The filth saturates down to the bedrock with mollusk divinity, drips into the well, thin and dispersed, yet its influence bubbles insidiously subtle. Well, that's pretty cool wordplay, but it sounds spooky, so no thank you. Let's see, so there's something I must summon, then killify. Also, I need to... Oh, shit, my inventory's full. Here, let me do that real quick. Quick little inventory update. Or not update, but... inventory management diversion. There we go. Just have to clear some space. Also, one of these quests is done. Very good. And they didn't die. I'm very proud. That one's a double 100, which is the good kind. I'll give that one to this person. Good luck. Don't die. Anyway. Let's find a way to stop it. Alright, let's keep looking around then. Keep poking. Would it be a matter of just killing the named lad? Named lad? I don't really have to summon this guy. He's already here. I'll go and get it, though. He's a big boy. With the same amount of hit points as the others, though. Let's get Living Flame in here. There we go. Life of the party, as always. It's like, I don't know if he's the great evil. He's a evil, but I don't know if he's like the big baddie, necessarily. We got a nice little trinket for our troubles, at least. And our inventory is full again. Keep that one. Get that guy. Cool. A few more levels ease. 1, 2. That'll do it. Oop. That one's max level. Do I have any more? Yeah, I have one of these totems. Just that one, though. One, 2, 3. Oop. I have exactly 2 dice. 1, 2, or 2 pairs of them at least. So a few modest upgrades, but nothing crazy. Oop. Alright, so yeah, a couple nifty little upgrades. This one too. Max level. Nice. Okay, that's good enough for me. Just cleared out a bunch of inventory space, which was good. Yeah, it seems like there'd be something here, right? Just because this is like the main bath, right? It's not technically filth covered. Oh wait, there's something here. What could it be? It's not something I can use. Looks like this is the end of the line. Yeah, it doesn't go any further than this, so it's definitely something here. Some kind of way to summon this evil thing. I was thinking it would be the basins, right? Presence of the Roman baths is morphing with the filth, feeding on misery, and growing increasingly stronger. But what cause the bad shit? There's something right here that I can't move past. Oh, this dude again. I've already killed like 30 of you dudes, man. Something else about the basins, I'm almost positive. I just gotta kill the two guys guarding it, maybe? I'll try that too. Oh, and nothing else, killing bad guys is something that's usually a worthwhile endeavor. Bringer of the Beyond. Oh, the name sounds encouraging, yeah. I thought these guys were regular dudes, but they're like the special named lads. So yeah, these guys are special. And I don't think they'll respawn anytime soon, at least. We have an interest in cleansing these lads. And cleanse them we shall. I think what we might do is after this ends, I might just go ahead and end the stream just because it is getting quite late. I'm getting a little bit tired. Of course, I got a big old stream ahead of us tomorrow, which I'm excited about. I want to make sure I'm not like super tired for. I want to make sure I'm funky fresh. bet once this last lad falls, then we'll... Well, I mean, it says it's bringer of the beyond, so it's almost like, well, it's almost like we don't want to kill them, because we want to bring whatever they're trying to bring in here. We want them to succeed so that we can kill it. Oh, there it is. That's something spooky and terrifying, so that'll do it. I think I found the evil presence. Nisham, the Stalker of Nightmares. Well, this is a terrifying nightmare monster, so nightmare tentacle monster face. Which is, oddly enough, you know, my fetish. One of my 69 fetishes. He looks scary, but it's not that dangerous, thankfully. But that design is pretty fucking cool. We've actually seen other monsters similar. Oh, I can't escape. That's okay. It's really annoying the way he slows you and, like, makes it hard to escape stuff. Rude, TBH. Got his ass. As he descends from the depths that spawned this beast. Oh, and it, like, clears it out. That's kind of cool, too. The ambience of that Sol Invictus spa has been well preserved, you would say. I'm driving right now, but let me, oh, she's saying she's driving, yeah. Let me give you some way back, some more way back background I pulled up. Rome kind of got out of hand and turned into the Eternal Sorority Party. And the end of the OG Illuminati, or rather, in the end, the OG Illuminati cut their losses and sicked Alaric on the, Alaric on the place. But I digress. The real winners were the Invictus. They wanted to live forever. Right, it was like a splintering, it was like a group of Romans that, like, splintered off to, like, find the Fountain of Youth or something. Also, the filth is refilling inside the pool. But yeah, they wanted to live forever. Someone was feeding them and the batshit emperors pretty on the money information on how and where to do that. We just saw an example. So, there it is. Living forever meaning turning into a giant nightmare creature. Good times. Great oldies. Hey, they came back. Yes, they just got brought back into the fold. Also, we have unclaimed rewards. I will claim them now. Hell yeah. So we have a bunch more stuff to upgrade, and I might as well do so right now. Whoops, not that. This guy next. We're pretty close to max level for this one. Level 24. So close, man. So close. Get that one. I kind of want to do this. For this guy. Almost an entire level. Almost. So close. Wink. Anything else? I think that's it for weapons and such. We, of course, have lots of glyphs to go through. So what do we have? We have two. This is hit rating, right? Hit rating, crit rating, and defense rating. So we don't care about that one. Hit rating, though, is very good. So that goes to you. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And then crit rating, not crit power, but just regular old crits, goes to you. Bloop. And with that, I believe we're in good shape. That means we have one more quest with the Smiths to do, but we'll do that next time because it is getting quite late. There's also a Callisto. I think I remember who Callisto is, but I don't remember his significance. I think he's the fourth one we have to find with the main story, actually. But we'll save that for next time. So that'll be up in the Smith's computer. I'm just gonna warp here, just because we're really far away, it seems. Takes a long way to, like, walk all the way through the baths. So that'll be up this way. Here we go. So I'm just gonna, like, go over to the Smith's computer, save right in front of the computer. That way, next time we can start off fresh with the next story quest. Or it's actually not a story quest, but an optional, like, lore quest about this whole Emma story. Because her stuff is interesting to me, and I definitely want to learn more as much as possible. We'll save right here.